Is a hype real? Is a hype real or what? Is a hype alive today? I'm feeling it so much. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my skin. I feel invaded by it. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be here with you guys doing the roundup for December, the last roundup of 2018. I've almost been doing these for an entire year. We started in February of last year, and I have become addicted to it. I wish I could do the roundup every single week, but then it would lose that special kind of flavor that it has. You know what I mean? I also have been settling my tummy. I get a little bit of the jitter sometimes when I do the show because, it's a big deal. It's once a month. So I've been hitting that old champagne just a little bit. But I got to keep it a little calm because I actually have some gifts that were sent to me, and it's very, very sweet. We'll get to those in just a minute, and then we'll get on with the roundup. December has been an interesting month. Emotional pitfalls of happiness, joy, sadness, moroseness, and I hope for everybody out there, you managed to find either an amazing experience with family and friends, or at the very least found something that really made you happy. And if not, well, now you have me, so at least there's something. But yeah, it's December's always kind of an emotional roller coaster for most people, and I hope you're doing well. My heart goes out to you if you're not, and my heart goes out to you anyway. So, as some may know, I do have a P.O. box, and I, from time to time, get some rather interesting things in. This box is actually really interesting. This box is sent to me from my buddy Francisco. He says, it's 2 years late coming, but thanks for all you do. Cheers. And he sent me 2 really fancy bottles of wine. And they're called, I don't know if you see it, they're called Swagger. And I gotta say, that's definitely like my aesthetic. I like that a lot. In fact, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna open this because I don't know if I have a corkscrew out here. But yes, thank you very much, Francisco. I also got 2 lovely Christmas cards from some friends of mine. Sending me some well wishes is from my friend Ash. Thank you very much, Ash. Appreciate you. And also this one was from my friend Jen and her lovely man. So thank you very much. We got a I'm from Iowa bitch postcard. She likes to send me Iowa things. Iowans, I guess, have the most amazing sense of self-deprecating humor, and I like that. I like that a lot. Because otherwise I had no other impression of Iowa. You're like, oh yeah, it's a state, isn't it? But then you get that Iowan humor, and you're like, oh, maybe there's something to Iowa. Maybe it's just because they're so bored they have, like, really good evolved senses of humor. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if for some reason you ever want to send me something through the P.O. Box, there was more, but most of it is not necessarily things that I can actually share, or they were for Christmas presents, and, I already opened them in other streams. But if for some reason you ever want to send me anything, I love getting letters or any art, love art. P.O. Box is in the description. So, what do we got to do first? First thing we got to do, we need to figure out who's going to be the Wingnut of the Year. Now, I put up a poll on Twitter, the link's in the description right now, to my 4 candidates for Wingnut of the Year. And they are as follows. If you've been keeping up with the Wingnut Roundup, and hopefully you know these names quite well, we got Richie from Boston, got Dr. Mumbi Sakai, Sunfruit Dan, and Rachel Renestra. So, by all means, go check it out. We'll figure out who's going to be the official Wingnut of the Year for the Wingnut Roundup near the end of the stream. Ooh, champagne. Alright, another thing, though, probably the most important announcement that I want to put out there, and this is actually very important. So, let's get over to this other screen here. Actually, I'll give a little caveat first. I don't blast out GoFundMes very often. A lot of people do ask me to, and I kind of have to be very careful and selective about which ones I will do. There's a really easy way to get kind of sucked into controversy if you are not very responsible with the types of things that you're going to support or try and put out there. But I know this man, and so for this roundup, I'm dedicating this roundup, actually. This whole roundup is dedicated to, we're going to call him Ahmed. And I got a link in the description for here. Freedom for an Ex-Muslim. Ahmed is a secular, atheist Muslim ethnic Muslim who lives in Saudi Arabia. And he has been under constant threat of possibly getting into severe punishment for expressing his atheist views. And we're going to try and get him out. We're going to try and get him immigrated officially to Canada. I do actually know this guy. Now, what I'm going to say is, because, again, people get kind of sketched out about GoFundMes. What I'll say is this. If in the span of watching the Roundup, you like what I do and you feel inspired to tip, and I see that some of you guys already have, and I appreciate that. If you feel inspired to tip, I would say send it to this dude. Honestly, 100%. I literally know this man. I've known him for years. And I know that his situation is real. So if you feel compelled to want to tip an appreciation for this show, send it to him. Because I'll be fine. I am fine. Ain't no theocratic government's going to try and kill me. And I actually had a really good month, financially speaking. So if you're going to tip, instead of tipping the show, send it to this GoFundMe, and you would be doing me a solid. So that's my message from that. All right. Anyway, let's get back to here and let's just kind of reset for a minute. Let's catch our breath. I've been talking a mile a minute here. Whew. I've barely even begun. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This Roundup's going to be a doozy. A real doozy. You know how a lot of times I like to try and put the least weird in the beginning? I couldn't really figure out which would be the least weird. There's only one, and it's what we're going to start with. It'll be a familiar thing. But after that, like, this Roundup is just full of bizarre. It is so completely out there. I have found some of the most weird and uncomfortable things for us all to enjoy together. So, you know, I just have all the proceeds from here go to him too. I mean, I think pretty much it's all using the same payment processor, so, you know. I think that there is a way to try and do that with GoFundMe. I didn't have the time to set that up today, otherwise I would. And I'm going to do fundraisers for this guy later anyway. But this Roundup is going to be off the chain. So let's start with the most sedate out of all of them, all right? This is going to be so damn bizarre. So weird. Yeah, let me reposition this a little bit. I want to make sure we got nice, good amount of space, and there we go. All right, so we looked at this guy last month. His name is John Rose, and he's a lunatic. But I thought we'd just kind of get a little bit of a ramp up, a little bit of like almost a meditative practice before we get into the really crazy stuff. And we're going to learn how to massage your colon when you're on a solid food vacation. Apparently, when you stop eating solid food, you need to massage your colon. Oh. Red Royals, the article I send you, make it in. Send that to me again in Discord, please, would you? All right, let's watch this.
And welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is John Rose. And today I'm going to go over something that's really, really important when we're taking a solid food vacation, and that is massaging our colon. In fact, we can even do this when we're not taking a solid food vacation, just in case we might be a little backed up. And when we're not backed up, but we're on a solid food vacation, it's really, really important for us to get in there and massage on our colon. Mm-hmm. Now, first of all, we have to have an understanding of where our colon is at. It's helpful to do a quick image search on Google and look where the cecum is at.
It's above your butthole.
Where the ileocecal valve is at, where the colon is at. It starts down here on the bottom right side of our body. Mm-hmm. Small intestines connects into the large intestine by way of a pouch. There's a valve on both sides. The ileocecal valve is the one we really want to focus on, that connects the small intestines to the cecum, because it can get stuck open if we get backed up. But when we're on a solid food vacation, we want to clean our entire system out and help loosen things up that might be caked on the side of our walls somewhere.
Oh, I love this descriptive language. It's just so appetizing. So very appetizing. I did have one really gross out video that I was going to make us watch. But I think I'm going to save that actually for a video that I'm going to do because I think we're going to wait off on that.
Now,
it involved a lot of semen, and the whole half the video was just like this person shaking semen around in a jar. Like, you'll see a future video on it. Don't worry about it.
The cecum is located right around where your appendix is at, and we want to go in the direction. It kind of goes this way a little bit in the beginning. We want to go this way, and I'm going to show in a minute what this looks like on the floor. I just did that a moment ago, and hopefully it will look okay and I can use it. If not, this is going to have to work. But I couldn't see my reflection very well. Could even tell if I was in the picture. But I'll find that out when I get back home. But we want to go this direction, mm-hmm. and then we want to go in circle, either go in circles up the ascending colon, across the transverse, and then down the descending colon. But that's not where we start. We always want to make sure we have a place for this stuff to go, so we really start at the descending colon right here. And we go straight down. Then there's
the descending
a small
colon.
bend right in here. We'll be going to the sigmoid colon.
Okay.
So we have three main bends in the colon. We have the ascending colon coming up. Over here we have the right.
Thank you for the biology lesson, John Rose. However, what I really want to get to is he's gonna talk about biology quite a bit. What we really want, this is what we really want. Here we go. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, it's cheesecake time. I'm starting us off sexy. You don't even understand. And if you guys are wondering to yourself, like, is Jeff only playing this so that he can make several hundred people have to stare at a mostly naked old man rubbing himself? Yes.
Massage the colon is to lay flat on your back, bend your knees up, and what I like to do is I like to put one leg over the other and drop it off to the side. This is how you would do oblique exercises for your oblique muscles. But what I want to do is I want to massage my colon, and I want to be able to expose this part of my colon a little better, especially this area right in here where
right in there, huh? Yeah, right in there.
This is where the small intestines connects into the cecum that connects into the large intestines. The cecum is a pouch.
Tell me more about your pouch, John Rose.
There's an ileocecal valve in the front pouch going from the small intestines to the large intestines, and we want to work this way toward it. And then there's a pouch, a real small pouch, and we want to go through this area. And then we want to go in small circles up around the colon, but again, when we drop our...
Okay, I have to point this out. I don't officially know. I'm not a gastroenterologist. I only made it through 4 years of biology, human biology. That's what I was studying. But I'm not a gastroenterologist. I'm not saying that it's impossible that you could do some sort of therapeutic massage for helping you digest. But if you're rubbing the front of your tummy, you're not rubbing your colon, you're rubbing your fucking bladder, dude. That's not how it works. That's not where your colon...
Our knee to the side allows us to get in there better. And I like to get in there, just massage as much as I can while I'm on a solid food vacation.
He does look like Sam Elliott, doesn't he?
Some of that stuff that might be loose on the side of my colon wall. Now, when we do this, we always start on the other side first. We start at the descending colon and cross the legs the other way, drop them over.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure if y'all can see me that way. Let me turn a little bit and see if I can.
I'm talking some shit, but I got to tell you, though, to be honest, and I said this last Wingnut Roundup, too. When I get to be this man's age, I hope I look half as good as him.
We want to start at the
honestly.
very top.
No hate.
The descending colon. And work our way down into the sigmoid colon, down into the rectum, and down. Once we do that, then we can go ahead and start back over where our
don't insult Sam Elliott. What?
And our cecum. Once again, got a 30-foot food tube. The last 5 feet is the colon. That's what we're going to be massaging today. The 22 feet prior to that's the small intestines. It connects to the large intestines by a pouch.
Massage your food tube, everybody. You gotta massage your food tube, especially when you're on a solid food vacation. If you're on a solid food vacation, I mean, why do you really need to massage it? Like, it's probably just liquefied shit. I'm thinking too much about this. Jesus Christ. We're not even to the Jillian clip yet. Let's curb the poopy talk. You know, we're just getting started here. Let's just appreciate this sexy old man just a little bit longer.
Valves. For the main valve we want to focus on is the ileocecal valve. Sometimes it can get stuck if we get backed up. But we want to go in the direction it's supposed to go. And then as we are in this position... Oh, God. Age restricted immediately. Shit. The colon wall.
There goes my monetization for this video.
And
look at his tan lines, too. I don't know. Maybe there's some people out there who really, really like tan lines. There you go. There's your sexiness for the day. You're welcome. Try and contain your excitement until the end of the show, will you? Otherwise, you'll make me uncomfortable.
You're taking a solid food vacation. We want to do this for as long as we can. Watch a movie, read a book. 2 or 3 hour period of time. Keep going back in and massaging. Try to break things up.
I have to know.
And then it comes over to the transverse colon. It comes around. And then again, we go to the descending colon. And what we want to do is
There are rare moments in life where somebody gets a chance to experience true bliss, and mine is one of these right here. This is one of mine right here. I just had the opportunity, just me, a simple man, a dumb gutter punk. You know, I'm barely intelligent. Just some stupid ass simpering primate. I hate that I misuse simpering. That's what Nick does all the time. But some dumbass like me managed to have that singular moment just right now, just together. You and me. I just got to force 655 people to watch an old man massaging himself mostly naked. That's power. Anyway, so Edie Moore says, happy belated holidays from my family to yours. Hey, right back at you. Red Scare says, Google made $0 off this donation. That's true. That's true. That's a beauty of Streamlabs. Hurry Up Wait says, colon massage. Grandpa's been experimenting again. And also says, if he puts his hand down his shorts, I'm outie. Just some fingertips. Some fingertips. That's all, you know? Give this to Ahmed, courtesy of Google Survey Rewards. You know what I will do? All right, anybody who wants... just in case for some reason you're not comfortable tossing money towards GoFundMe, for whatever reason, some people have concerns. If you earmark anything that you send towards me tonight that you want it going to my buddy Ahmed, who's trying to get out of Saudi Arabia, then I will make a note of it and I'll add them up and I'll donate them myself. I don't mind that at all. So Mouth says, give this to Ahmed, courtesy of Google Survey Rewards. Hurry Up Wait says, this is the new season of The Ranch. Where's Ashton? Ooh. Could you imagine, like... Oh, I don't even really know if I want to go into that. This season on The Ranch, Ashton Kutcher has to clean old people. I don't know. I guess I'd watch that. Would I watch that? Yeah, I'd probably watch that, actually. Who am I fucking kidding? All right. Let's get into the real Roundup. The real Roundup. The real shit. This is why we're actually here. And we're not just here because we're supposed to be watching old men touch themselves. We're actually here to see some really crazy conspiracy wingnutty stuff. You know? Things I'm not going to make a video about, but are just really, really fun to watch and giggle together with. So, let's do that. So, first up, from A Call for an Uprising, we watched quite a few of their videos in the past. We got The New World Order reveals their plans for us in 2019. I thought this would be a good video for us to watch because, you know, we're right on the cusp of a new year. Maybe we need to know what is about to happen. What is going to come once that clock clicks over and we got a whole year ahead of us full of opportunities and potential. So maybe A Call for an Uprising will clue us in on what's gonna happen next.
This is A Call for an Uprising. Welcome to today's show. Most of you are familiar with The Economist, the magazine cover that comes out every year. It has a ton of predictive programming, pretty much tells people what's going to come next and what they have planned. This is all part of magic and how magic works. They tell everybody everything before it happens and what they're going to do to us and do to people. It enhances the power of their craft. We've seen in years past with the cryptocurrency covers to, you know, the tarot cards with Trump and the tower falling and all that type of stuff. And this year's cover is no different. But what's special about this year for The Economist is it's 33rd edition.
33rd. For those of you who don't know, 33rd is a quite poignant number when it comes to conspiracy-minded people, especially when they talk about either Illuminati or one world government, or in the case of what we'll see here later on tonight, mass Jewish conspiracies. So just pointing that out that there's going to be a connection.
Of course, we know how important 33 is to them. It's their number, all right? I'd say they got two of their most important numbers are 33 and 666, right? But 33, obviously, we know through Freemasonry and the occult, they believe that's the age that they murdered Jesus Christ. Also 33 representing 1/3 of the fallen angels. The number 33 has always had significant meaning in the occult. You'll always find the numerology in a lot of their false flag event stories that come out So this is the 33rd episode, or 33rd edition, I should say. And there's tons of interesting things on the cover here. And I'm also curious to see what everyone else out there thinks. Obviously, this is just my take from what I saw. But what you'll notice first right off the bat is that everything is written backwards.
Uh-oh.
You'll see all of the writing on here written backwards, except, of course, for one thing, which I'll get to later.
Okay.
But everything is written backwards. And you might say, well, why is that important? Well, that's how Satanists operate. Backwards. They do things in reverse. That's why they backmask. Okay, and this all goes back to the teachings of Aleister Crowley and the law of reversals, which I've covered many times over.
Oh, boy. Aleister Crowley. Man, they really, really love to freak out about Aleister Crowley. Now, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of examples that you can show out there in the world, in history, of people who were involved in, like, the occult and weird, like, devil worship or pagan rituals and that sort of thing. But if you look into them long enough, you ultimately end up realizing that the majority of these people who are freaking out and like trying to promote these like weird conspiracy or weird like mysticism, we're all just trying to find excuses that they could like justify their overt, rampant sexual desires. Like Crowley was a pervert. Holy shit. So, I don't know. I've never been swayed by this stuff.
Over in many of my videos, that Crowley would teach the practitioners who came.
And like somebody said in the chat, Crowley was not a Satanist. The OTO had nothing to do with Satanism. Neither did the Golden Dawn. None of those had anything to do with Satanism. But whatever.
To study with him, that if they wanted spell casting abilities, if they wanted demons at their beck and call, if they wanted to recognize what they would call the Godhead within, that they must constantly practice and execute doing things in reverse. From speaking in reverse, walking in reverse, thinking in reverse, playing phonograph records backwards. Okay, and this is a form of divination. And this is something we're warned against doing in the Bible.
But okay, he's talking about like playing shit in reverse and it's all about Satanism and, you know, and the Bible, blah, blah, and then he shows a freeze screen of the Oprah Winfrey show. What the hell does Oprah have to do with worshiping the devil? Does Oprah worship the devil, or is Oprah herself Lucifer? That'd be interesting. Let's see what he has to say.
That's why you see things like Oprah, who has Harpo Studios, right? She has her name backwards. That's Oprah's production company. That's why they use backmasking in a lot of music.
So because she named it Harpo Studios, it means she's a Satanist? Wow. That blows my fucking mind. I mean, naturally, I totally understand now why you have 403,000 subscribers.
Right? From the moonwalk, the backwards walk. This is all occult practice. That's what all of this is. So all of the writing on the cover just happens to be backwards, right? But the common person will see that and they'll just go, oh, that's artistic. They wrote it all backwards, right? And move on with their day, being oblivious to what's going on. And anybody out there, even if they're asleep, they know that this magazine kind of predicts what's ahead for the next year, right? They don't realize that these people already have planned these things. They're just thinking to themselves, "Oh, well, this is eventually what's going to happen anyway." You know.
I have a question, and this is a question that I keep trying to wonder. And by the way, I'm gonna try this swagger wine that my buddy sent me this in just a second. But like, let's take this guy at face value, and let's assume that all right. The Economist is a wing of the satanic Luciferian Illuminati agenda. Why would they even bother signaling these secrets? Why would they even bother putting them out? Why wouldn't they just not do that? Why wouldn't they just shut the fuck up? Like, to what extent? What do they gain? Unless this is like a very sly sort of programming technique, I suppose, maybe. But it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, oh shit, we're being found out by a YouTuber called A Call for an Uprising. Maybe we should just not do that. He's on to us, fellers. But they just keep doing it. Maybe that's the true linchpin. Maybe that's the thing that will eventually bring down the satanic Luciferian agenda. They're just dumb. They're just dumb. And this guy's really smart. I don't know. Let's try this wine, actually. Oh. Ooh, that's almost like port. Ooh, shit! I'm gonna have to drink that really, really slow, or this roundup's gonna get weird.
As we continue to grow and move in technology and all this stuff, and this cover is filled with transhumanism. In addition to what's that? Oh, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, right there on the cover. Now we all know we're in the end times. Not saying the world is ending in 2019. I'm sure this is their way of saying we're getting closer to the end. But why would they put the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse right on the cover of The Economist, right? And what does the casual person think when they see that? They're just going to go, oh, yeah, they're just being silly, saying it's a crazy world we live in.
Yes. Me, a casual person. It's indicative of like doom and gloom and people prophesizing that things are going to collapse and fall apart and end. Yeah, that's kind of what that means. I don't know.
So they have the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse right there in plain sight for everybody to see. And you'll see this stork carrying, everybody knows the stork and carrying the baby, right? Well, how interesting that the stork is carrying this bag, which I guess we would assume has a child in it. And on it is a barcode, right? This is referring to the mark of the beast and transhumanism and the next generation of children who are to be born and who are to come into this world are going to be the ones who trend set this mark of the beast, this transhumanism technology, and accept it, and then pass this on to their children and pass this on as our generations continue to die off. Right? So the stork, no big deal.
I hate to reveal this enlightening truth, but every generation does die off. I mean, what's to say that the stork isn't delivering like Amazon or some shit? Like, I don't even understand what the symbolism necessarily is supposed to be. It's a weird cover, sure, but like, I think it might be taken a little bit too far. It's just a magazine. It's The Economist.
The stork's just delivering a package with a barcode on it.
Wow.
And then, of course, you see, this depiction of I think it's Leonardo. Is that what it is? Leonardo da Vinci?
Yeah.
Right, we always see with man, and this is just more man and machine crap, but he's got
Vitruvian
the
Man,
cell
yes.
phone,
Yeah.
right? Which is pushing more transhumanism with the code on the back. I guess that's the code that people take pictures with their phone. I don't know how that stuff works.
QR codes, yes, okay. And he's got, looks like night vision goggles, a scale with cities in them, sports ball, and some weed bongs.
And then you'll see the DNA genetic coding on his wrist. Now, what is this referencing, right? This is right. Well, it's right more so on his forearm. But remember, I've talked over and over about how they can manipulate DNA. Google, other companies out there openly talking about being able to copy DNA and manipulate strands of DNA.
Google?
This is transhumanism. They're showing it to you right there that this is coming. And they're pretty much saying in 2019, this type of technology is already here.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't mean everybody out there is going to have the mark of the beast and everyone out there is going to be transhuman in 2019. But we're going to be walking amongst people who are, and we might not even know it.
Wait, so what? So if you don't want to be transhumanist, don't be transhumanist. I don't really see the fucking problem, man. I like, if somebody wants to become a transhumanist, to become a transhumanist. Who gives a fuck? It's their body. You don't own their body anymore. Like, whatever. Okay.
And what a surprise, right? When you scroll down to the chest, there's a little tattoo on the chest of this guy here, right?
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh, it's hashtag Me Too, right? Because that's what the future holds, right? More of this feminist movement in 2019. This Me Too garbage, this divide and conquer, women's empowerment.
Let me just tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. The hashtag Me Too movement is actually a Luciferian agenda. That's right. It has nothing to do with the grievances in Hollywood and Kevin Spacey's and Harvey Weinstein's diddling and touching and freaking out against other people. Actually, this is all about the Luciferian agenda and the New World Order. Wow.
Destroying homes. Insanity that is Me Too, right? Which people always leave out with the Me Too is a major, one of the biggest problems with the Me Too movement is the free speech is what it's really about, right? And saying, well, what's sexual harassment and what's not? What can you say and what you can't? This is all tying into so many different things from, YouTube channels like mine with free speech to, what you can say. It's like if you whistle at a girl, which is corny, but I mean, in the 1920s, guys would go, right, to a girl. That would be considered sexual harassment now. I'm going to get to a point.
No, no. Nobody's gone to jail because they whistled at somebody. Like there's a difference here between sexual harassment and just being a dick. Some people like being whistled at. I personally, if you see me out on the street, you can whistle at me. I will actually really appreciate that. I'll be like, thank you. That's very sweet of you. But most people probably won't, so don't do that. But you can do it to me, so now you know. The more you know. Is it possible for me stuff to go too far? Sure, of course. Everything could go too far, but like, it's part of the Luciferian Illuminati agenda. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Come on.
Or it's like you can get locked up for whistling at a girl. You go up to a girl and say, hey, you look beautiful in that dress. Well, you get locked up for it. Right? But not yet. But I mean, little by little, they're taking you and they're saying, well, that's sexual harassment. That's harassment. That's harassment.
Next.
Right? Meanwhile, you turn the TV on.
All right, you're getting too political for me, man. You're getting too political for me. Fucking Jesus Christ. All right. Let me go over here and look at this. I don't know. I think I've understood enough of a call for an uprising's point there. We can move on. We've got so much stuff to get through. Somebody saying in England, certain parts of England, wolf whistling is a crime. Jesus. Well, that's just dumb. That's silly. Let's see. Where am I at? Liam's Art World. I hardly ever get to see you live, especially at the beginning of the stream. I'll be donating to the GoFundMe. I also wanted to give it to you for once. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Frau Pfefferschott. Good idea. Here's some more survey money for a med. Cool. Yeah, I'll add that to the total. Fuck yeah. Bree Schleicher. First time making it to the live stream. Glad you're here. Chris Stainer says, to your friend, love these roundups. Keep it up, my friend, from my family to yours. Hell yeah, dude. Another buck towards a med. Appreciate you. Citron says, just jumped in. Hope your buddy can get out and enjoy some American-flavored freedom. Also, why do these conspiracy nuts give Satanists all the really cool shit? Do they not want to convince people or something? Also, I hope we get another crossover vid. Yeah, we did our My Live show with my buddy Nick. We did a crossover event with the Lords of Night podcast. Friday. It's a lot of fun. Hurry Up Wait says, Oprah moonwalks in reverse brings the end times. Too true. I always knew Oprah was going to be one of the heralds of the apocalypse. I just had a feeling. R.I.P. Blue Ink, not known for you for long, but loving everything I've seen so far. Came here after Miles Power video covered Jilly Juice, and glad I did. Well, thank you. Miles Power is a fucking saint. And if there's anybody out there who watches my videos and is not subscribed to Miles Power, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you should be. Miles is way better than I am. Yulka05, love from Norway, love from me, buddy. Kendra Lynn, hey, you're live, take my money. Oh, Jesus, well, I can't really argue with that. Katie Tidwell, hey, Jeff, this is my first Wingnut Roundup ever. So excited to be here. Anywho, thanks for lifting my spirits this holiday. I've really needed it. Well, so have I. And I gotta say, it means a lot for me to be here with you as well. Yulkas is happy to be here. Polly Yasakova, thank you for your work on Vax. Keep on the good work, my dude. From Russia with love. From America, love back to you. The Vax work will absolutely continue. It's just a labor of love, and it's brutal work. Hurry Up Wait says, is that a Chaos shirt? What heresy is this? Chaos Undivided is what heresy this is. All right, let's get back to it, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks to anybody who's pitching in towards to help my buddy Ahmed get out of Saudi Arabia. I really appreciate that. All right, what's next? Oh, God. I programmed this in like a few hours ahead of time. Although I put them all together and kind of put them sort of in an order. But by the time we go live, I forget. I don't know how much of this we're going to watch. Because I just started watching the very beginning, and I'm like, this is pretty good. We'll have to check this out. Oh, God. We're going to watch an Alex Chu video. For those who don't know, Alex Chu here, he's the inventor of the Immortality rings. It's a great video by Justin Wang on the Immortality rings. Alex here believes he invented these magnetic rings that you put on your pinkies, and they will make you immortal. But you also kind of need another machine to also make you immortal, and he also believes he's a reincarnated Nazi. And that's his flag design for him. So here we go.
What's up, guys? This is Alex Chu again. Today I want to talk about how I invented the immortality rings by using mind control. I mean, it's a strange subject, but I have to talk about it. Anyway,
Yeah.
my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented the physical immortality rings. These are the rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal, you know?
And thank God you did.
80% of my customers that left Amazon reviews for these rings, they gave me like 4 stars or 5 stars. And they're cheap. They're only like $20-some, you know?
I need a pair of them.
You
I
can
really
go
do.
to my website, which is livemuchlonger.com, to buy a pair of these rings, and they keep you alive forever. You know, for example, I'm almost in 1 month, I'll be 48 years old. You know, I look pretty good, right? Anyway,
I can't tell
talk about how. Oh, anyway, this subject is.
I can't tell if he looks good. He's still using a webcam from like 2008. You know, like yeah, and he sells these. He absolutely does sell these. And they're just magnetic rings.
It's about the rings. So I want to talk about how I invented these rings. But it's not, I only told most people the part how I invented rings, but I never told people about the mind control part. What happened is, I was a sickly boy when I was 17 or 18 because I got into lots of fights, you know, in high school. And also, my father likes to punch me in the head with his fist. You know, I had a very, very bad father. When he died last year, he died. He had a heart attack and he died. Right? I didn't even go to his funeral. Fuck that guy. You know, I hated him. I hated
Whoa! Wow.
so
Okay.
anyway, I was when I was 17. You know, I already developed like high blood pressure. You know, it's like if I kneel on the floor for like 15 seconds or 20 seconds, and if I suddenly stand up, I could feel dizziness. I was that bad. I mean, my body was that bad. I was 17-year-old, 18-year-old, and I was thinking, I need to improve my health, you know, and no doctors can help me. So I want to invent some healing machine or healing device, whatever. But how am I supposed to do this? I don't know. I don't know how I can do it, you know. In my mind, I was thinking about something that can generate healing.
Oh, the snort. Ooh. Somebody in the chat said that me and Miles Power need matching immortality rings. After this is over, I think I'm going to look and see if... I wonder if you can use PayPal to buy these, because if so, I think I'm going to buy a pair for myself, and I'll mail a set to Miles Power as his Christmas gift from me. I think that sounds like a great idea. That's a really damn good idea. I'm going to make a note of that shit. Hang on. I want to... Immortality rings for Miles, because he collects like all sorts of weird wingnutty stuff, books and crystals, orgone pyramids, shit like that. It's great.
But what happened is that time I was doing an experiment with subliminal messaging. You know, when I was 16-year-old, I saw a very interesting infomercial on TV. You know, it always appears in the afternoon. You know, just when I came back from school. I was living in Daly City that time. Every time I turn on the television, I see this man talking about pyramid. You know, like pyramid that on top of the pyramid is the iceberg. That's your conscience, and then the your subliminal mind is the foundation of the pyramid. It's a huge foundation.
Yeah, he's kind of right in this. It's just using a weird analogy. Like, your perceptual awareness is a very, very tiny amount, and what otherwise your senses take in is vastly, vastly more, but you're not actually aware of it because your brain filters out what you need. Okay, that's fine. How did I ever become a translator for the babble of Alex Chu? I don't know, but it's fine.
You could actually control it and stuff like that. You know, I was very, very interested in what he said, but then the subliminal tapes, that time that infomercial was selling subliminal tapes, and they're very expensive. They're like $480 for 12 tapes or something. You know, this tape is about relationship, that tape is about self-help, whatever. You know, it's just like $480. I don't have that kind of money, right? So I started building my own tape. You know, I started to, based on what he said there's like some kind of whisper. You're listening to music, but there's whisper behind the music. See? So that's exactly what I did. I had a small karaoke machine, you know? You can control the right side and the left side.
when you have that knee-jerk like joke that programmed inside you, and you're like, no, no. Subliminal tapes with like weird whispers. That sounds like what we were just listening to. Call for an uprising. Like, do you see? Do you see? That's the Luciferian programming. That's the agenda. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell it to you in the infomercials, how to brainwash yourself into following along with the Luciferian agenda. What is Agenda 21? Depopulation scheme or some shit. I don't know, man.
Side of this less.
I love this stuff.
So I use a microphone. I whisper into the right speaker, and then the left speaker is just music. You know, I record it together, and then, oh yeah, lo and behold, it started to work. It started to affect me, you know. But then it sort of turned me into some kind of crazy person. I started to become lazy. I started to laugh. You know, it's weird. It's all fucked up. It's weird. The subliminal messaging is really weird. I didn't get it tuned correctly, and then it sort of started to fuck me up, you know. But then my main concern was my health. I was thinking, how am I supposed to improve my health, you know? Because I'm already having dizzy spell, just like what I said, right? I mean, I kneel on the floor for 20 seconds, and I stand up. I felt dizzy spell. I wasn't very healthy, and then I always get sick. I always catch a cold, fever. I think that's the reason why my girlfriend, my first girlfriend, her name is Dolly. She left me because she said, Alex, you're always getting sick. You're always catching a cold. Like, it's unusual. It's like you catch a cold like every other week, and she didn't like that. You know, she left me. She went to and then she graduated. She went on to Berkeley, and she graduated from Berkeley and stuff. You know. But anyway,
I've never heard of anybody actually breaking up with another person because they just get sick too much. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. I'm going to use executive veto, and I'm actually just going to skip ahead a little bit. We might be missing some fascinating parts of his story, but I want to hear about his brainwashing, how he brainwashed himself into inventing immortality. So
just nothing really worked until one day I tried one type of sentence, and boom, it totally worked. Then I started to become sort of like a Terminator. It's like I tell my, you know, it's like I'm always thinking, how am I supposed to make myself immortal? How am I supposed to make myself immortal? You know, it's like I'm sort of like Terminator. You know how, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Oh, I'm T-800, Terminator, cyborg skeleton was in whatever he said. You know, I turn myself into sort of like a Terminator. It's like I cannot stop thinking about physical immortality. So I asked my friend, David Zhao. He said, "Oh yeah, you know, you should try magnet. You should try magnet." And then another friend of mine is Richard Chui. His name is Richard Chui. We graduated from the same high school. He said a doctor put magnets on his ear. When he went to China, he wanted to improve his vision, and doctors put magnets on his ear, and then his vision actually improved or something.
So, the guy wanted to improve his vision, so doctors put magnets on his ears. And this is shortly after you had your revelation that you were becoming the Terminator, the T-800, living flesh over meta endoskeleton. Fuck it. Come on. Let's just go. Let's just go.
But then later on, I found out those were not magnets. He told me, he said it's dark things, you know, like dark balls. But later on, I found out those are actually herbs.
Oh, okay. I was about to make a joke about dark balls. Herbs are different. Yeah, let's go.
You know, it's like doctors put Chinese herbs and heat it up, and then they become like little balls, and then you stick them on your ear. It's not magnets. He thought it was magnets. He told me it's magnets. So I started putting magnets on my ear. I saw improvement. One day, within a day, I wake up in the morning, I saw improvement. My vision actually improved. I was shocked. And from that point on, I put magnets all over the place. On my head, on my forehead, on my neck, on my chest, on my arms, on every finger, on my toes, you name it. I tried the entire body. I tried every part of my body.
Every part?
I would go to school with magnets stuck on my forehead. You understand? People think I'm crazy and shit. You know? I put magnets on my ear, on my earlobe. Those are I bought like super strong neodymium magnets from Radio Shack. I put on my earlobe, and then I was walking down the street, and people, I hear Chinese couples criticizing me. They say, "Oh, you know that guy? Is that guy gay?" And then the husband say, "Oh, no. See, he's not gay because he has, you know, magnets. He has like earring on the left side. If you have earring on the right side, then you're gay." Shit like that, you know. No, I put magnets all over the place. I go to a city college with magnet belts, you know, like magnetic belt. I go to Radio Shack a lot back in the days. I go there to buy lots and lots of magnets, you know. People know me, and the people in the Radio Shack say, "Oh, here's the magnet boy. Oh, you want to buy more magnets now?" It's funny. It's like everybody knows me. I go to school. I go to City College, and I was
okay. I desperately want to hear Alex Chu say that he put a magnet up his ass. Please. If there is such a thing as a creator out there, Alex Chu will have said something about sticking a magnet in his asshole. Please. Let's find out.
I got magnets taped on my body and shit. You know, it's like my classmates, they all comment. They all say, you're magnet. But one day, okay, I had magnet. I try my small finger. I put magnet North Pole on top of the small finger, my right small finger, and then North Pole on top of the left small finger. I got sick,
North Pole.
You know. I had it on like that for a whole week. I don't understand why I'm sick. I'm so sick I cannot even climb the stairs. I go to San Francisco City College. I had trouble climbing the stairs.
Okay. I don't think he's going to say he stuck a magnet up his ass. Let's give him just one more minute somewhere in the middle, like right here. Let's just do this, and we'll move on.
Land. He saw the East Coast of America, you know, the very next day. He was lucky. Me too. I was like, you know, I want to look for immortality. Give me a few more days. Okay, I'll try on the small fingers, see if it works. You know, I was about to give up on magnets, man. I was about to look for something else. I was thinking magnets probably is not the key to immortality. I was going to look for something else, man. I was lucky. 1.5 years trying to discover immortality using magnets. You know, I was so lucky. But that's the reason why that program, that subliminal message, has helped me a lot, you know. Without the message, no. Without turning myself into a Terminator, no. Immortality would have never been discovered. I was thinking...
That's good enough. That's the best way to go out on that video is, you know, without the subliminal messaging, without turning myself into a Terminator, I would have never discovered immortality. Perfect. You know what's also really fun about doing the Roundup? One of my favorite parts about it, too, is, like, this is in a weird way an ability for me to share with you guys what my life is like when I'm not in front of a camera. Because to chill out my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/RealJeffHoliday, I do live record and research and edit like a lot of my videos. But what you don't see is when I'm just chilling out by myself and I'm not really doing anything, like there's a show on the TV or something like that. I've got my fucking one earbud in with my damn phone and I'm watching shit like this, like you see all the damn time. But usually it's like half this and half like people blathering for an hour and a half about anti-vax shit. Like that's just what I do. So you, for a very short time, once a month, get to share in my pain. And suffering shared is suffering lessened. At least I think. I don't know. It's kind of a weird statement. Let's see if I can catch up. Okay. Kiss my Asperger's. You get my Dropbox link with the Jilly Facebook stuff. I don't know if I did. I have been nipple deep in researching Jillian again, because somebody clued me in on something to do with her website. And I'll just put it this way. 2 nights ago, I probably was sifting through about 200 people's worth of pictures of human shit. Again. Something I swore that I would never ever do. When I was done with Jillian, I didn't ever want to fucking deal with her again. But you know, she just never went away, so I have to keep doing it. And you guys like it, so it's fine. Mickey Ficky Megs Wood says, can't afford to tip much today. Just want to add that I missed the day that music was dedicated to Satan. Good times, love you, Jeff. Well, see, it's still dedicated to Satan. You just don't understand because it's being hidden behind a propaganda campaign. Westar says, here's some money for your friend. All right, I'll make a note of that. Here's some money for your friend. I hope he gets safe. Thanks so much for your videos. You've only made me want to further pursue biology in college next August. Fuck yeah, dude. Do it. Do it. Work your mind, man. Work your fucking mind. It's so good. Even if necessarily school doesn't lead to the career of your dreams, learning for the sake of learning, whether it's in school or out, is one of the most important things anybody can do. Hurry Up White says, this is why you do acid and shrooms in moderation. Oh, Alex? Yeah. Poor Alex. And Robin says, get Miles' ring monogrammed. Ooh, yeah, that'd be great. Destiny S says, this is my first roundup. You have a new fan? Oh, thank you. Mobius Spider, they sell Alex's rings on Amazon. They do? On Amazon? I'll go check it out. Absolutely. That'd be great. That'd be a lot easier. Dark Allura, first roundup. Love your content. Thank you. And I love you. Mickey Ficky Megs Wood. The look on your face is priceless. With Alex, oh man, there's so much worse for us to get through today, too. Ozpin, fucking magnets, how do they work? Whoop whoop. Jack Watts, you've helped me push through some hard times, thank you. Glad I finally got to catch one of the legendary Wingnut roundups. I'm glad you're here too, my friend. I really am. Alright. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. And let's... Oh. Okay. Some of you may be familiar with the content that we're about to watch. It's from a user called Jurassic Liars. It's always a little spicy watching any of his videos. The dude is extremely openly anti-Semitic, and this is his. This might not even be. This might be. This is Jurassic Liars 26. Here, let me just show this to you. Oh God. The reason why there's a number after the channel name is because Jurassic Liars makes some of the most abhorrent and hideous fucking videos out there, and he routinely gets his channels deleted. So, just keep that in mind when we watch this. This is, fuck it. Just fuck it. Let's go.
Hey everybody, it's the uneducation of a nation, and I'm here to uneducate you. That's right, I want to take the Jew out of the education, folks. Listen, I'm going to show you a bunch of stories that are too ridiculous to be believable, but I guess it's true according to the media, okay? But anyway, this first story is not really, it's not whether it's believable or not. It's just I wanted you to see this creature's face, okay? You know who this creature is? This Larry King lookalike right here. I know you thought it was Larry King, but you know this is Ruth. This is Supreme Court Justice Ruth Master Bader Ginsburg. That's right. That's her name. And
the only appropriate response to this. Proceed.
And she had a cancer scare. What about the scare of her face? Holy cannoli. And of course, she belongs to the tribe, if you know what I'm saying. Next story. So this story was about some goose or some geese that got sick from swallowing some pills that people threw into the park, onto the ground or something. And the word pills, by the way, it's got the ILL, which equals 33. ILL. Even the word kill, it's got the ILL. And anytime the letters are right next to each other and they equal 33, that's one of their codes. Okay, so the word pills has the ILL, and pills and park have the pee-pee. They always have to throw the pee-pee into all their stories.
Love throwing the pee-pee.
Because you know those, they love the pee-pee. I was about to say something. But the word bird, B-I-R-D, okay, and that's what this main story is about, is the bird. The B-I-R-D equals 33, okay? And by the way, don't feel sorry for the goose, okay? Because supposedly the goose was saved. They healed the goose. I mean, they, whatever they call it. They nursed the goose back to health and then let him go. So here's a story. It says special bull, a special bulletin. Okay, and there's a missing person with Down syndrome. Okay.
Oh no.
And look at the person's name. This 22-year-old. I guess it's a girl. Her name is Samantha Hath, okay? And Samantha has the man in it, okay? If you know my videos, you know exactly what I'm telling you.
Oh
it's
my
got
God.
the man and it's got the Sam. SAM equals 33, okay?
Oh boy.
In the name Samantha. And he's 5'7", 240 pounds. I mean, she. 5'7" and 240 pounds. And remember, she has the man right in her name, and it's a missing person. So there's your son and man in the story. I'm not going to even talk about this story.
Before I keep going on this. If you're wondering if I understand what he's even getting at with like the son and the man, I don't. I do know that there's a connection to the 33 Illuminati, but for him, the Illuminati is not Satanists. The Illuminati are Jews, right? That's what he believes. But I also know that the PP is because he thinks that there's this global conspiracy of these people who are trying to dissolve and erode human exceptionalism through subliminal messaging, and that's what it has to do with like eating poop or enjoying like pee sex and things like he fully believes this shit. This dude is a lunatic. It's amazing. I don't know how much I can handle of this, but I'm gonna try.
I just want to show you that tsunami has the word sun, S-U-N, instead of the one that I'm always talking about, S-O-N.
Okay.
And it's got the man backwards, M-A-N. You see that? So it's the S-U-N, sun, forward, and the M-A-N backwards in tsunami. And backwards, if you read it backwards, it would be I'm anus. It's got the A-N-U-S backwards. It's got the anus in the word tsunami, man. And this guy's been in the news. You know, this is Kevin John Wayne Gacy. you remember John Wayne Gacy? The guy who killed 33 people or something like that. Anyway, this dude, this story, look, it's sex ass. Look at this, it's got the word sex and ass right next to each other. You see that? In the word sex assault. Here's the mother of one of the victims, and look at what her name, it's got the word eat her in it, in Heather. But what I want you to pay attention to is the letters T-H-E in her name, Heather. T-H-E equals 33. The word the.
Okay, hang on. I need to stop. I need to stop for a minute. I'm sorry. I just You ever watch a YouTube video and feel like you're just getting the shit beat out of you? That's what it's like every time I watch Jurassic Liars. Oh. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. And I think it's probably the only thing fair. I already forced you to have to experience Jurassic Liars at least a little bit, so I'm gonna leave it up to you. You get to decide whether we keep going with this video or we move on, because I understand if you're anything like me, you're feeling pretty worn down. 1, if we keep going. 2, if we skip and go to the next one. Vote now in the chat. 1, we stay. 2, we go. Oh my God. Wow. Jesus. What an absolute nightmare that is. Thank God I have this extremely strong wine. Thank you very much yet again, my friend Francisco? What's your name? Oh, shit. Where'd it go? Oh, I'm seeing a lot of ones, guys. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of ones. More suffer. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm seeing more ones. All right, we'll keep going. We will keep going until I have to put the brakes on it, yeah? Onward to death and glory. Here we go. All right.
Here's one of his victims. who says when he was 18 or something, when he was younger, he's a teenager.
Thank you, Francisco.
This act whore, his name is Anthony Rapp. And Anthony Rapp, his last name has the PP in it, okay? And the letters APP equal 33. That's
Holy
right. The word
shit.
app equals 33. And wouldn't you know it, his last name, Spacey, the last 3 letters of his name, CEY, equals 33. Do you understand that? The Y is the 25th letter, the E is the 5th letter, that's 30, and the C is, the 3rd letter, so that's 33. 25, 5, and 3. You understand? The last 3 letters of the word Spacey. So just like the last guy showed you, his name was Rapp, R-A-P-P, and the APP equaled 33.
Yeah.
These are not coincidences.
There are no
And here
coincidences.
is one of the places that Kevin Spacey supposedly, did something to one of the teenagers, an 18-year-old, and it's called the club car. And I just got finished telling you the word "the" is 33, right? But also, look, club car is the same initials, which I told you is another one of their things that they do. And it's the letter CC. You understand? C and C equals 33 because it's the same. I mean, the C is the 3rd letter, and the C again would be another 3. So that's 3 and 3, 33.
What the fuck? Shut the fuck up.
And here's another Kevin that's in the news right now. This guy's been in jail for 30-something years, supposedly, or more than that. Who knows exactly? But supposedly he killed 3 or 4 people. And now they want to take away either his death penalty or actually, free him. I'm not sure exactly. But what does he have in his name? Look at the letter C-O-O in Cooper. The letter C-O-O equals 33.
Fuck off.
Because the O is the 15th letter, right? So you have 2 O's, that makes 30. And then you have the C, which is the 3rd letter. That's another 33 again. And this is the district attorney that's talking about the case. And it's in San Bernardino. And you know all about San Bernardino. And in San Bernardino, R-A-N equals 33. His name, Mike, M-I-K, equals 33. And if you know my videos, you know that they use the ram also. The man, the son, and the ram are the top 3 words that they use.
The man, the son, and the ram.
Stories. And the name Ramos is a mixture of the Sam and the ram. Okay?
There's no N in Ramos, you weirdo. You fucking weirdo. What the fuck? YouTube was a mistake, guys. YouTube was a mistake. Cancel YouTube. Hashtag cancel YouTube because fucking this is wonderful. I love it.
And this is his lawyer right now.
60 Jurassic Liars gets 60 more seconds, man. 60 more seconds. He better fucking really wow us. Bring out the fucking pain. We're moving on.
His defense attorney, and what's his name? Norman Heil. Okay? He's got the man in his name, man. I told you, the man, the son, and the ram. If you see that, you understand what the story's all about.
Oh, that's good.
And almost every single person I've shown you in this video is from the same tribe, if you know what I'm trying to say. See, look at this story. This is a sneaky one. Okay, this is what you're seeing right here is a picture of a sign. It's a restaurant, okay? It's so it's basically a commercial for the restaurant and one of those unbelievable stories, if you know what I'm saying. So this guy supposedly took $14,000 out of a bank and put it in his trunk or put it in his car and left it there while he went to go inside and get something to eat with his family because he was going to go purchase a car or something like that. And see, now, look at what this has in it, this sign. Okay, it's got the ram backwards, R-A-M, but look at this, E-L-P. Right there in the middle, E-L-P equals 33.
Fuck!
Those 3 letters. Okay,
God,
and look at this. You see
got
the
us
M
again.
right there?
Got
It's
him.
kind of, upside, you know what I'm saying? It looks like a 3 or an E. And you got the other E right next to it. You see it? Those 2, the M and the E? That's a 33 if you turned it backwards. You see what I'm saying?
That's 33.
They're sneaky, I told you.
They are sneaky. They are sneaky. All right, I'm done. I'm done with Jurassic Liars. I'm done. No. So if you noticed before that video started, I put my glasses on. These are glasses of protection. So if things are gonna get a little too hairy, I'm gonna put them back on again. Just so you know. Well, that was quite an experience, now wasn't it? Hey, big shout out to all 841 of you guys. How you doing? Hope your Sunday's going really good, and I hope your Christmas is awesome, and you're gonna have an excellent, excellent New Year. And you be safe tomorrow night, because people are fucking crazy. You never know, the people you're out there partying with might be some wackadoo like Jurassic Liars. You don't know. All right, let's check out and catch up with this stuff. Big shout out to some of you guys cracking me up in the chat, though. Like, I do try and keep an eye on it as much as I can. And some of the jokes that you guys put out there, I see a lot of them, and I can't always comment on them, but they crack my ass up. There's some funny ass shit out there. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. Dozy Mags. Jilly Juice, the gift that keeps on giving. I fucking guess so. The Bespeckled Archivist. Happy end of the year, Jeff. Much love from England. Hope your channel hits 100K soon. Wish me luck getting to 1,009 to go. Hey, man. You should send me your YouTube channel. Tweet it to me, and I'll take a look. I'm always on the lookout for more new, interesting content. You know, always. And that goes for anybody out there. Dark Laura says, this is making surviving strep bearable. Thanks. Ooh, good. I'm glad. Sorry you got strep, but I'm glad it's distracting you. Joey Mitchell says, do more Mr. Wiggles episodes. Maybe at some point in the future, I'll resurrect the Mr. Wiggles videos. What most people don't know, I actually have a fully recorded Mr. Wiggles video that I recorded when I still had dreadlocks. And it was all about Jerry Falwell? No. The other one from the 700 Club. The one that looks like a goblin. Whatever his name is. Recorded the whole thing, just never got a chance to put it together because a bunch of stuff came up. So maybe one of these days, just out of the blue, you'll see a brand new Mr. Wiggles with very, very old archival footage of me. You know, maybe. Amelia Osk Tomas Dottir. What did I just witness? You just witnessed pure, unadulterated, and undiluted mental illness. You'll cause 05. I love to see you laugh like that. This Jurassic fella is out of this world. Yeah, it's if you want an open, unfettered, and unbearable laugh a minute, just watch some Jurassic videos. They're great. Jable says, I thought beer would be fine for this roundup, but now I'm breaking out the whiskey. Good idea. And Danny, here's the research I did by scrolling through Jilly's personal Facebook. It's a lot, but might be worth your time. Most pertinent is the notepad file. I got that. I've got it open, and I will go through that tonight. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. There is just so much to the story of Jillian Epperly that I will absolutely accept any extra help in that regard, because fuck. I've got enough for the next episode. It was going to be out this month, but it's going to be out at the beginning of next year. So soon, very, very soon, and you'll like it. It's nuts. Jim Baker. That's right. It's Jim Baker. All right. Okay. This next one is all audio, but it's pretty special. This comes from Mind to Mind, but what it is it's some audio taken from Mike Adams, all about the depopulation endgame. If you guys don't know who Mike Adams is the editor-in-chief of Natural News. He is also regularly featured on InfoWars, amateur rapper, and a titanic piece of shit. So let's listen to what he has to say about the depopulation endgame.
The endgame is becoming apparent even to many other authors. I've been one of those who's spearheading this message, talking about the end game. And what am I talking about? Well, the depopulation end game. See, the globalists have decided that they don't need you. They don't want you around. They don't want 90% of the human population to exist. And they're all convinced that, in fact, the Earth will die without if people are not murdered first. So
wait, the Earth will die if people are not murdered first. Okay, all right, fuck. Just want to make sure.
actually what the globalists tell themselves is that there's a collapse coming. Civilization will collapse one way or another, and what they want to do is control the collapse. Now, they may not be wrong in saying that a collapse is coming. In fact, I would tend to agree that humanity is a suicide cult, as I've said before. And there's no doubt with the mass pollution that humanity is poisoning itself and causing mass infertility and killing itself. You know, but the globalists say it's climate change. Oh my God, the oceans are going to rise. So what? So the oceans rise, even if...
So what? What do you mean fucking so what that the oceans rise? So what? Yeah, okay, I understand, like, anybody who can afford to live on the coast of you know, the Pacific or Atlantic over in America probably has enough money that they can fucking move. Sure. But what about, I don't know, the fucking Philippines? What about the Philippines, you fucking idiot? People who literally fucking have no money at all. And where are they supposed to go when their entire fucking island country gets swallowed up whole? What the fuck are they supposed to... Oh my God. Continuing.
they're correct about that, which they aren't, all the predictions have been false. Who cares? Oceans rise 12 inches in 100 years. What's the big deal? More water. We have a warmer planet, more CO2, more liquid water instead of frozen ice. That's good for a green planet, by the way. But in any case, they're convinced that they have to kill off 90% of the human population. So everything that you're seeing today, controlled media, censorship by the tech giants, totalitarian police state government, all of these things are designed to push humanity to an end game where they get the result they want, which is the mass extermination of most human beings. Now, vaccines play a key role in this, of course. They're training everybody to be obedient vaccine takers. They're
Okay. Hang on. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. Okay. So, in Mike Adams' mind, the only way to survive the impending climate change apocalypse in the globalist mind is that they have to kill off 90% of the people. And so in order to make sure that people are going to be compliant to being mass murdered on a scale untold before, they're being brainwashed by accepting vaccines. Okay. All right. Is everybody caught up? Are you caught up? Because I think I want to throw up, but yeah.
Training you to line up and get injected with whatever cocktail the government wants to inject you with. Now, right now, that cocktail is, influenza plus some mercury plus some aluminum adjuvants and squalene, aborted human fetal cell tissue, all the other ingredients that are in vaccines. In the future, the near future, one of those ingredients might be, X85 or whatever they want to call it, which is the binary weapon system to eliminate 90% of humanity, but especially...
You gotta love that smiling, your governments are going to kill you fucking image. How cheerful. How cheerful. I by no means am advocating that we should just blindly trust any type of government. Obviously not. I mean, fucking look at me. Do I look like a guy who's like lockstep and following in the orders all the time? No, of course not. But this is just stupid.
Especially eliminate those who are stupid enough to line up and get injected with anything the government tells them to. It's the globalists are laughing. It's kind of like a global IQ test. In their minds, basically, they say, anybody that's that stupid to just line up and get injected with something that the government tells them is safe, anybody that stupid probably doesn't deserve to live anyway, not really qualified to represent the future of the human race, not too bright. And, the government's probably right about that, too, that if you're that stupid that you're just going to line up and get injected with, mysterious chemicals, you're probably not really qualified to represent the future of the human race. So
that's probably one of the most fucked up things I think I've ever heard Mike Adams say. That is hideously fucked up. Think about what he just fucking said. Like, he's talking about detailing out this plan that the government, the Illuminati or Agenda 21 or whoever the fuck it is basically trying to get this perspective of if you're dumb enough to let somebody inject you with a vaccine, then you are not smart enough to be a good representative of the species. And he agrees with this? What the fuck is wrong with you? First of all, nobody is actually trying to do that! That's stupid! That's stupid! That's hideously dumb. That doesn't make any sense at all. But then for you to be like, well, yeah, I kind of agree, like, people are just kind of stupid. What the fuck? How inhuman can you fucking be? If people are dumb, The most notable and noteworthy and noble pursuit that anybody can do is to try and use a persuasive mannerism to try and enlighten people, or to challenge them to think and to find a different way to, like, accept or analyze their reality that they otherwise are not really perceiving. Like, what kind of a fuckhead are you? It's just gross. What a weird perspective to have.
So it's pretty obvious that vaccines are going to be part of this. I mean, let's break it down. If you're a government and you want to eliminate 90% of the population, the only effective way to do that is with a virus. You have to have a self-replicating weapon system, and a virus is perfect for their goals, which is to kill the people but not destroy the infrastructure. Ugh. You see, they don't want to nuke everybody. They don't want a global nuclear war because it destroys too much infrastructure. And of course, renders lands inhospitable for, well, centuries, if not millennia. So they don't want to nuke everybody to death, and they don't necessarily want to starve everybody to death. They don't want to have kinetic warfare to the point where 90% of the population is gone. No, the simple thing to do is to use a virus, bioweapons. And what's brilliant about that from their point of view is that they can deploy a viral bioweapon discreetly in a way that nobody knows where it came from. You can't track the origin of a virus. It's impossible. It's replicating, it's spreading.
Excuse me? We figure out the origin of viruses all the fucking time. That's literally what the fucking the entire section of the CDC their virus response team does. That's what they do. They track the origin of infection of a virus so that they can find out where it came from. Of course we do that. There's a whole fucking scientific field dedicated to just doing that. You fucking idiot. Oh my god. I'm not laughing anymore. Now I'm just mad. Now I'm just angry. Damn it. Damn it.
Through airports, it's spreading through subways. It's spreading through movie theaters. People start to die. You don't know where it came from. They don't even know where Ebola came from. It probably came from a secret U.S. government lab in Africa. And by the way, the reason the government runs labs in Africa is because it is illegal to work on bioweapons in the United States, in essence. That's what the treaties say. So the U.S. government sets up these rogue fringe labs in Africa where they have lots of test subjects known as Africans that they can then do little releases. And
They have test subjects known as Africans. I want to know if I heard that right. Like, hang on.
Fringe labs in Africa where they have lots of test subjects known as Africans that they can then do little releases in a village here, village there.
Fucking shut the front door. Their test subjects that they find in Africa are known as Africans? No shit! Wow. Fuck. Oh my god. I don't know about you guys, but I'm dazzled.
There, just test the bioweapon, see how well it spreads. And no, seriously, this is what they do. They've always done medical experiments on Africans. Just look at the history of medical experimentation, even in the United States. It's almost always done on black prisoners. It's done on black men. It's done on, low-income people or veterans, but almost always they choose black veterans. Yeah, they do this all the time. In fact, Obama apologized for the medical experiments that were conducted in Guatemala on Guatemalan prisoners. Those experiments were funded by the...
It's kind of true. There is a history of African Americans that were actually tested on, and it's awful. It's god awful. There are plenty of examples that you can look at historically where African Americans were tested on, and it is a dark, nasty smear on the history of the United States. It's very true. Most people don't actually know about it. But, unfortunately, the most common people who bring it up are people like this propagandist fuck who is trying to sell supplements on his goddamn website. So, that's kind of the worst part about it.
The United States...
No, the worst part is that it happened. That's the worst part about how it's talked about now.
States government, and yes, Obama
Tuskegee experiment, yep, 100%.
For that, only because it came out. Only because it was a big breaking news story. They covered it up for decades, so they're covering up all this too. But if you go to naturalnews.com and you search for the history of medical experimentation on humans, we have a whole timeline, a big breakdown, the timeline of medical experiments on human beings. So of course they're doing this in Africa. I mean, the drug companies use African children for their vaccine experiments. That's why Nigeria issued arrest warrants for the CEO of Pfizer and top managers of Pfizer. They were sought for.
I'm done. I'm done with Mike Adams. Like, I want to be happy. I want to be happy and I want to have fun. And the next video that we have up next is the next video that I have up next. I mushed my brain up, dude. Mushed my brain up. Let's get a breather in. Let's do a breather. Maybe we need to even stretch, like, let's touch some toes. Oh, I'm old. Oh, I'm all old and crusty. Thick daddiness. Yeah. Let's shake it out. Let's shake out all the dog shit from Mike Adams. I don't like that. Is it weird that I feel less clean listening to Mike Adams than I am watching Jurassic Liars? Like, I don't know. Am I alone in that? Like, for some reason, Jurassic is just so wingnutty and stupid. I can watch it and be like, my brain's gonna explode, but I'm laughing my ass off. Mike Adams comes on, and I'm like, ugh. I feel like I'm coated in a thick, oozing slime. It's gross. I hate Mike Adams with a passion. But I know how to fix this. But before I do, let's catch up over here. Jenna Bauer, New Year beer for you. Oh, thank you very much. And Curian says, I finally got more weed, and this guy makes me need more already. I feel you on that. I feel you. 100%. Thick Daddy. That's right. It was way worse than Jurassic. It absolutely was. Tal Trayson, I just like throwing money at you like an online stripper. I have been. I every now and then on my Twitch stream, I do like exercises in between, like working on videos and things like that, and you know, they're probably just like ironic tips and whatnot. Like, yeah, work it, Thick Daddy. But I'm like, now I get why all those booby streamers on Twitch do what they do. This attention's nice. I'm feeling kind of sexy. Anyway. I have a treat for you. I know exactly how to pull us out of the hole that Mike Adams sunk us into. I know exactly what to do. Don't you worry. Put your trust in me. Thick Daddy Jeff knows what you need. You need some Jillian. That's what you need. You need some Jillian. That's what we all need in life, is more Jillian. Retroviruses, alcohol, drugs, and time travel via the Jilly Juice. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need some time traveling Jilly Juice. Let's begin.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jillian.
It is December 8th, and still no period. Okay, so those of you who are just tuning in or not following me for a while,
I love you, Jillian, because of how you can start a fucking video. Tell us all about it.
my goal is to not get my period at all by triggering amenorrhea, because my whole point of all of this is to have people in life live indefinitely where they don't trigger the death process to then have a person drop their seeds and then reproduce, because the species needs to keep that species going. The human species needs to be kept alive, no extinction. So no period today.
Good.
Excuse me. It's a little bit chilly this morning, so. But anyways, so
Did anybody else notice that her head kind of looks like Gumby today? Just get the. I guess it'd be like that. Like, whatever. Fuck it.
yeah, that's great. Still feeling amazing. No crazy dreams. But I know yesterday I was focusing again on Judy Mikovits, and I'm not trying to pick on her. I don't have anything personally against Judy Mikovits.
Okay.
It's more that I'm trying to have her as an example of the different distractions that are out there in the holistic industry as well as the allopathic, because they both work hand in hand. And so she is an amazing example for me to really pound that point home. Okay? So now you guys understand about viruses and retroviruses. Retroviruses are activated viruses. Okay, so that's what she was pointing out. But she failed to really get across. Because from what I've seen, it's that not that I've read her book, but all of the perception is that they've been contaminating the vaccines with retroviruses.
Okay.
But even inactivated viruses can get activated at some point. And that's when all the conditions are right. See, how does that happen, right? Well, I mean, you have an inactivated virus, which is not activated. It's not actively replicating. But the person would then activate that virus on their own based upon their lifestyle and their conditions. So they may get an inactivated virus, but the conditions in their body would activate that virus.
Okay.
What would those conditions be? It could be the environment in the body. You know, they have already mutations and issues. They already have a lowered immune system, and they're feeding their body all the nasty, highly processed foods, and they're not taking in enough nutrition, and they have a lot of parasites, and there's a lot of heavy metals too. And it could even be people who are vegan, who are in the plant-based therapies.
Okay.
Not to say that these people that are in plant-based therapies would get vaccines, but, you know, there are some weird crunchy mamas out there in California that would claim to be vegan, vegetarian, really, really healthy, and still get vaccines. And then, you know, and then say, oh yeah, I don't really eat the bad stuff. I stay away from the bad stuff, you know. All I eat is a little bit of chicken and fish and a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. But they still
didn't she just? Oh no, crunch. She didn't say vegan. She said crunchy. Okay, all right, yeah.
Get their vaccines, and then their lowered immune system would activate that inactivated virus. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to point out, is that Judy has failed.
Wait, so okay. To try and be a little bit of a Jillian translator, and it's tough. It's very tough. If it sounds like this is a bunch of mushmouth wackadoo shit, it is. It absolutely is. But to try and translate it a little bit, what she's trying to get at is that an inactivated virus in a vaccine, if you get a vaccine, it's an inactivated virus. If you lower your immune system by eating in ways that she doesn't believe, then that inactivated virus can become an activated virus, which, no.
To put that out there, that no matter what, whether it's activated or inactivated, retrovirus or virus, it still is mutating the body upon contact, and potentially based upon a person's lifestyle, which, you know, which out there, everybody's bodies are malnourished, totally immunocompromised. So, I mean, because she's trying to make the connection that these vaccines that have the retrovirus are causing autism. Oh. Well, a person could not be getting any vaccines, could still trigger autism. And that's when all the conditions are right, the mutations are being passed around, even though they're inactivated. They don't get a vaccine. Let's say this mother doesn't get a vaccine, right? She's like, oh, I'm against vaccines, right? Anti-vax, because you know all of them are out there.
Okay.
And they have a latent virus, an inactivated virus swimming around in their system. And then that kid gets autism or some other type of retrovirus or autoimmune disorder. And the mother's perplexed. She's like, I never gave my kid any vaccines. And so now this mother who's anti-vax is now questioning whether or not she should be anti-vax or not, because her kid still got afflicted by some crazy disease that was allegedly connected to the vaccines. So it's like...
And that's actually kind of one of the interesting parts about Jillian, too, is that she's an anti-vaxxer who thinks that anti-vaxxers are dumb. That's what I think is really fascinating about Jillian. She's like, yeah, you know, vaccines don't cause autism, but they can. Because vaccines are shit, but everything else is shit, too. That's why you need to just drink my juice and I'll tell you how to eat. That's why she's so special. That's why she's so dear to me.
Like, that's where I get pissed off at the allopathic...
Yes, autism is now a retrovirus. That's right. Because Jillian says so.
Holistic community. That's why I get pissed off at Real Pharmacy. Because Real Pharmacy is another smoke and mirrors, another misinfo propaganda. And man, they have a lot of followers. A lot of followers.
Okay.
And so I'm glad that Kevin and I are on the same page. So Kevin wrote a section about that. That's wonderful. That's great. So he's going to give you more details. I gave you, like, you know, the little snapshot that talks about in PubMed and in academia, what activated and inactivated, what retroviruses, what.
We're gonna skip a little bit into it. She's gonna ramble and prattle for a while, but the title of this is Retroviruses, Alcohol, Drugs, and Time Travel. So let's find some alcohol or drugs or time travel.
Viruses, dude, they want to be the one. I'm like, I don't know, man. This guy's almost about to die, and I don't want to. If I'm making something that's really like even though it's creative, but it's really sugary, I don't want to be that person to give him those. I don't want to kill him, but I do focus on death so much because it is so prevalent. It is so
What
like
the fuck?
popularized and promoted.
What the fuck was that?
So I do. It is so prevalent. It is so. It is so prevalent. It is so.
Ah!
It is so like
Blah, blah.
popularized and promoted and accepted, and I really want to pound it in everybody's heads that it
I
really
want to pound
shouldn't
something.
be. And so, not only is malnutrition the reason why people are dying, the reason why they're degrading and why they're in that death trajectory, is because of the alcohol and the drugs. Okay, so
Okay,
some
here we
people say,
go.
oh no, I don't do drugs. But they're doing even benign drugs. I mean, turmeric can be used as a drug. See, we have spices that we season our food with, but when you're using food as a drug or food as medicine, not food, then that is drugs. That's drug use. Because you're trying to alter your system in some way, not maintain life, but you're trying to alter your system. So when you're taking turmeric or apple cider vinegar or garlic or colloidal silver, you're still looked at as a drug addict.
What?
Because you're trying to supplement, you're trying to compensate for what, for what's wrong, because you don't know what's wrong. So the only
So, guys, if you take habitually a lot of turmeric because you like turmeric in your food, you're a drug addict. Sorry to say. Maybe you should join a 12-step program.
way that you can get some kind of relief is if you anesthetize, because you don't need colloidal silver. You need little bits of silver, like a trace elements that are in the pink Himalayan salt, and that's part of the balance of the body, right? But you don't need colloidal silver in the amounts that people are taking it for colds, flus, and different types of injuries that they have. No, people are doing that. They're taking food that's negative elements. They're
Right.
taking plants that are negative elements.
Okay.
They're negative against the human body,
Okay.
and they're using it as a drug.
Ugh.
So
I want to hear about her time travel. That's what I'm really. That's what I'm here for. I want the time travel. I love Jillian. I love her because I swear to God, man, like there's something so magnificent about her with how ridiculous she is. Case in point, this beautiful pause game that I got going on right here. We have to sit back. We just have to appreciate this right here. Okay, let's just take a moment. It's all right. Just take a moment. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna breathe a little bit, and we're gonna appreciate the beauty that is Jillian. Okay. And then we'll keep going.
it's like a
And there was a hint about what was gonna happen next, but don't worry about it.
a sadness, like almost like a memory just washing over me, and I'm like, oh my God. And I could see, I could just see like 50 years from now, and we're still doing the same thing. We haven't aged at all, and we're going back through time on the internet through YouTube.
Oh.
And we're like, oh my God,
Going back
what is
through
it going to
time.
be like to have all of these memories from when our 20s, and we're like 100, 200 years old, feeling amazing? It's like, I don't know. And then through the healing symptoms, you'll also be going back in time and facing. I used to not like listening to music at all. I used to hate listening to music.
Yeah, fuck
A
music.
lot of it's because I didn't like to remember the memories, because there's some pretty crazy memories in my 20s and 30s. And so now it's like I'm listening to all this music and I'm just like, whoa.
Whoa.
It's like last night, it was just a trip. I mean, listening to the 80s and 90s music, which I love. I don't get to do it very often, but I remember a time where I couldn't just sit and just listen to music. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I can't listen to my husband's music because it's too like metal. So with Jilly Juice, you'll be going through little vignettes of time travel.
Just knit into that
because
metal.
you're going to have memories and traumas that will be coming to surface. And some of you had some pretty crazy stuff happen to you in your life, and you're going to have to face that. My husband's coming down here. Honey, I'm on Facebook Live. Okay. Don't be naked. Okay. He's not naked. That's a good thing.
Hey,
all right.
that's
So anyway,
mean.
so you're going to have
What the
memories
fuck?
and traumas of either things that happened to you in the
Is she
past,
shaming the male
physiological trauma, so not even
Is she-
like psychological, intellectual too, maybe intellectual traumas,
Oh, some of you guys didn't know that she has a husband. Yeah, she has a husband. For some reason, Jillian really delights in talking about her sex life or like the weirdness or missing of her sex life at times. Like it's really, really strange. It's really, really strange. She has no breaks, no buffer in what she talks about, and it's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. I've been making it kind of a point to keep him out of my videos because he doesn't come on camera and say a bunch of like really shitty things. So I kind of just leave him out of it, you know? Also because he's a trucker and he travels all around the house or all around the country, and he might stop in Eugene and kill me. Just kidding. But yeah, no, he's a truck driver.
physiological traumas that are going to come to surface that you forgot about, and you're going to be time traveling, and it's going to suck for some of you, and it's going to be a welcome reminder of
What did she just say? What the fuck? What? Hang on. I don't know what she just said.
physiological traumas that are going to come to surface that you forgot about, and you're going to be time traveling, and it's going to suck for some of you, and it's going to be a welcome reminder of where you used to be for others of you, and you're going to just completely enjoy it because you know this is just temporary, whatever healing that you have.
So I guess what she's trying to say is that if you take the Jilly Juice, you might have flashbacks of deep psychological trauma that you had earlier in your life. And some people are going to be like, yay, trauma! And other people are going to be like, oh, my trauma. I guess that's what she's trying to say. I don't know. I'm having trouble with it myself. Let's give her 30 more seconds and then we're gonna move on.
Which is like a time travel, physiologically, intellectually, mentally.
Okay.
You know it's temporary because it's the body's way of dealing with all of that crappy shit from your past as well as your present.
Okay.
And then also your future, because what you've done in the past is still also circulating around in your future, in your body. It just hasn't triggered yet. Those are called future triggers. And that's why people sometimes feel new symptoms they've never felt before. There's never a memory of injuring like your heart or anything like that. And then they're on the Jilly Juice and they start having like heart pains. Well, hey, this could have been a future trigger of a heart attack you're going to probably experience in the next 5 or 10 years on the same trajectory if you haven't changed your lifestyle.
Okay, just to translate that for you. If you're on the Jilly Juice and you start suffering from heart palpitations, don't worry. It's not a heart attack. It's time traveling into the future and realizing that someday you might have a heart attack. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. Don't go to the fucking doctor. It's okay. You're not actually dying. It just means someday you will die. It's cool. Just chill out. Just relax. Just drink more fucking juice. You're gonna be fine. Jillian, you are going to kill someone. I mean, you already probably have, but you're going to kill more people if people actually believe your bullshit. Stop it. Knock it out. Just stop it. Put it to bed. This is why I keep making fucking videos on you, Jillian. Just stop it. None of this makes any goddamn sense. I swear to fuck. Oh my god. Look at my pause game right here. Yeah. That's good. That's real good. Magnificent. 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 All right. Callie Montelis, take some of my take some of my money. Jesus Christ. This, I tell you what. Francisco, this swagger wine is getting right on top of me, man. This is delicious. Really delicious. Thank you once again. Callie Montella says, take some of my money, Jeff. Well, thank you very much. Sin R says, Jilly, baby, it's called menopause. I was thinking that too, when she's like, I'm trying to not have my period anymore. Like, well, just wait a little while. Like, that's what happens with menopause. You know what I mean? Stop staring at her nostrils. Who, Jillian's nostrils? What, these nostrils? Look, if you're looking right now at Jillian's nostrils, if you can't stop staring at those nostrils, neither can I. Jable says, with enough alcohol and drugs, anybody can time travel. That's very true. Mel Albert, thank you very much for your charity, man. I appreciate you. Neo Gibbo says, well, fuck me for liking curry. What's the 12th step from that? I don't think you need one. Like, curry is amazing. Curry, pad thai. Oh my god, I fucking love Thai food. Dong Commander 69. Can I just say, for the record, tonight, Dong Commander 69, you have the best username of the night so far, until somebody upseats you, but pretty good. He says, hey Jeff, just want to say I love the videos you make and I wish I could watch this live, but sadly I'm at work. Well, you know what? I'm going to then, I'm going to dedicate this song to you, Dawn Commander 69. Next up, guys, we're going to be looking at a very brief musical interlude. I'm going to play you, uninterrupted, a very quick song. It's about 1 minute and 42 seconds from a channel that I unironically subscribe to. I unironically subscribe to this man, and I think that you should too. If you like Wingnuts, if you enjoy this kind of stuff that I like to look at, yeah, the guy's kind of a wingnut. Yeah, he's kind of weird and out there. And he literally lives in a van down by the river, and he's a doomsday prepper and a hardcore MAGA dude. But there's something beautiful about this man, and I love him so much, and I hope that you can understand and appreciate the love that I have for this man as well. I'm going to play this song for you, and I'm going to pee while this is playing. So enjoy. This is from the YouTube channel Sage Wanderer. Okay? Sage Wanderer. And this is his song, The QAnon Phenomenon. Enjoy this song. I'm going to go pee, and I'll be right back.
QAnon Phenomenon by Sage Wanderer. The QAnon Phenomenon. On 4chan he's been posting on all the secret things we never knew. Of the swamp he is a resident, and he might just know the president. Or is this Donald Trump telling the truth? Cross, cross, cross. He's asking all these questions to help us find the truth. Asking all these questions about the hell that's breaking loose. Snow White and the 7 dwarves are causing secret info wars. Godfather 3 is hiding sacred clues. The warlocks and the witches play secret global power games. Will all these little breadcrumbs find the truth? He's asking all these questions to help us find the truth. Asking all these questions about the hell that's breaking loose. The QAnon phenomenon. On 4chan he's been posting on all the secret things we never knew. Of the swamp he is a resident, or maybe it's the president. Oh, he is posting all the truths. He's asking all these questions. Make America great again.
Yes.
Wanderer here.
All right. Anyway, yes, that was Sage Wanderer. I unironically love that dude. It's not one of those things where I'm like, I love this guy because they're such an idiot. Like, I obviously don't agree a lot with what Sage Wanderer says in his videos, but I like him because he's, well, like, just look at this man. Just look at this man. He's adorable. He's adorable, and, you know, he may be a conspiracy-minded guy. He may say some kind of weird wingnutty things, but he looks like a dude that I would split a bottle of whiskey with, you know? So, Sage Wanderer, should check him out sometime. Whether you agree with him politically or not. In fact, I encourage you, if you find somebody that you find charming in a way, but they do not hold the same political values as you, you should make friends with that person. Not so that they can change your politics, not so that you can change their politics, but because it learns you a way of being a little bit less judgmental of another person. And I think that's kind of important. I really do. Really do. It's like the bare minimum that we can do to all try and get along together. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I gotta do a couple of quick little cleanups here. We're definitely not watching any more Jillian tonight. Fuck that. So, that pee break marked about the midway point, maybe a little bit further than midway point. So we still got quite a few things that we're going to be checking out tonight. But before we move on, I wanted to, one more time, bring this up. So, one more time, wanted to bring this up for you guys. So, yet again, like I was saying, I obviously appreciate anytime anybody wants to tip out during the Wingnut Roundup. It is my once-a-month live show that I do on this channel. I don't really do any more unless I have somebody that I really want to interview. But this is like my big night, my big fucking night that I do a stream, and I'm very happy to be here with you. But I have a link in the description, and this is, I haven't refreshed this. I don't know if there's many donations or anything. We got a few. This is a person that I know who lives in Saudi Arabia. He is a secular, atheist, ethnically Muslim man who we're trying to get him safely to Canada. And I am not outright advocating, like, send money or whatever. I'm just saying, if you were thinking about maybe tipping me out tonight, I would rather you instead send those tips to this dude. Or if you feel more comfortable tipping towards me and sending me a Streamlabs or a Super Chat, just earmark that you'd be cool with me sending it to my friend, and I'll make sure I take that donation and I will send it to this GoFundMe to get him safely out of Saudi Arabia into Canada, because he is at threat. He is at risk. So it's the last time I'm going to mention it. Just wanted to do it at the beginning, do it at the middle, and now we'll get back to the fun. Because I know the guy. Like, I've literally hung out with the dude for the past 5 years? Yeah, I think it's been about 5 years. Yeah. Oh, this next one is great. Oh, guys, this next one is fucking wonderful. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too, because we're going with an old standard. Now, before I play this one, I did want to make a mention. I really wanted to do another Dr. Mumbi Sakai video this month. But Dr. Mumbi's been really busy, and because of that, she's made plenty of videos, but none of them are especially wingnutty, so there is unfortunately no Dr. Mumbi this month. There is, however, Richie from Boston. Oh yeah. Oh guys, it's time to watch a video from Richie from Boston. And I hope you're fucking ready, because Richie's amazing.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 22nd of December. It's 2018. No sun. No sun.
No sun.
Who cares about that? That's boring. The sun. You're just making shit up. The sun. At any rate. So, a YouTube channel called Suddenly Susan. It's actually supposedly Shelley. Something to that effect.
I mean, fuck it, whatever. All right. Suddenly Susan was a TV show, Richie. But okay. All right. Boston.
I'll leave a link below. She has two firefighters I think they were fire chiefs or captains or something to that effect. These are guys that live out in California. These are guys that have seen the damage, the aftermath of all these fires, the Paradise fires, the car fire, this, that, and the other thing.
Sure.
And I've got, so I'm listening to what they're saying. And they're just saying stuff like, every single solitary car everywhere is obliterated, completely melted. The windshield glass melted and was running down the channels of the vehicles.
Color in your glass. Okay, wait.
That's insane.
Ooh, thank you very much. When glass gets to a recycling plant, machines sort and clean the glass before turning it into cullet, small pieces of crushed glass. They then melt the mixture by temperatures between 1,427 and 1,538 degrees Celsius. That's pretty fucking hot. 2,600 to 2,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay.
That's insane. And yet the forests are still standing there. So, being an American, I'm looking at my fellow Americans that are too dumb to understand that a forest fire that's burning cars, turning cars into puddles of metal, liquid metal, but the forests aren't burning. No one's catching on to that. And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about the YouTube channel, The Potter's Clay. Links will be in the description. He put a video up where he was pointing out where NASA, the government, science leaves these little Easter eggs here and there. Alien
Easter eggs. I have a lot to say about this, but I want to hear what he has to say on this.
Aliens. And his video was talking about the staged alien invasion. It's something they've always wanted to do. It's something.
Okay. Before we get into the alien stuff, because this is actually a really good segue into like the latter half of the roundup here. I've watched actually a shit ton of videos. All those huge, massive forest fires that were happening in California, a lot of people were saying that it had to do with some sort of directed energy weapon because they were looking at how the forest hadn't burned, but the cars had melted. Well, yes, the forest did burn. The trees did burn. The thing is that trees are specifically designed so that when they burn, the density of the fucking wood burns on the outside. The tree is probably still going to die, but it's not like the tree vaporizes. It doesn't do that. Trees are living organisms. They have water retention. They have moisture content inside them. It takes a while for them to burn, whereas cars do not. It's kind of like the same thing with 9/11. Like, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Well, first of all, jet fuel will not melt steel beams, but it will weaken steel beams and make them brittle until they fucking collapse because of the weight. But on top of that, it's not just like it was just steel. If you burn office furniture, that shit will reach temperatures hotter than the fucking temperature of just basic jet fuel. It will. If you manage to get shit hot enough that you're burning a fucking couch, some of the materials in a couch will burn so fucking hot, yeah, you could melt steel. It's true. It's fucking true. That might be inconvenient, but that is the way it is. That's the nature of thermodynamics. I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention that before we keep going. You see, trees have layers, like onions.
Every president has always encouraged aliens. Oh, we don't know about aliens. But if we did, they'd be at Area 51. But I can't tell you about them. But if I did, you see what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Wherever they have the files about Area 51 and UFOs, and I go through everything to find out what happened. Right? Did you do that?
They're always stringing everyone along about aliens. Well, let me tell you one thing real quick. Hopefully I don't lose my point. Just drive right into me. No big deal. Hopefully I don't lose my point. If there were other worlds, there were other planets, and other entities figured out how to get here without turning themselves into a puddle of liquid from the G-forces, from radiation, from all these other things they tell us about. Do you really think that the first people they would come to and make contact with secretly are the government? The shadiest, most piece of shit people on the planet? The people that actually are the cancer that's consuming this world?
I mean, I could comment on this, but I think pretty much everybody knows that we're all on the same page watching Richie from Boston's. But somebody in the chat, Tolly, was like, can you occasionally shout, I'm over here? My toddlers keep stealing my phone, and I just spent 10 minutes trying to find you down the back of the couch. Well, Tolly, I'm over here! Did you find me yet? Did you find your phone? I have this beautiful image in my mind right now of somebody trying to watch the stream. You know, and the kids stole their phone, and like my voice is echoing out from the couch cushions somewhere in their living room, and they're like, what the fuck? Damn it, why can't I find you? Well, I'm over here. Come pick me up. And keep watching. Let's learn all about this alien agenda, the alien deception, and the directed energy beams being used in California. Is this Jilly's husband? No. Richie from Boston. He's a man of taste. Thank you.
Do you really think they'd go to them? They wouldn't have to. If they knew how to come here, they'd simply land in the middle of every place and say, yeah, listen, guys, we're not exactly sure what's wrong with you, but you allow scum of the earth, piece of shit, pedophile, satanic, warmongering, money-grubbing, planet-destroying scum lead you. And not only that, you fight with each other about who votes for who.
When question hit, we didn't say no, we can't. When World War II came, we didn't say no, we can't. Our grandparents and great-grandparents, they didn't say nothing we can do about this. Let's just spend all our time arguing in Washington. They didn't say it's too hard. They didn't say we give up. They said, let's roll up our sleeves.
They wouldn't do that.
Okay.
And they don't do that. Because there are no aliens. There are no other worlds, anything like that.
Oh, just you wait, Richie. Just you wait until we get to the next videos in the Roundup. You might have to rethink your belief on whether or not they're aliens, bro. Just saying.
You and I and everyone we know, whether they know it or not, are special. We were created by God in His image.
If I was created in God's image, then God is a former drug addict, shitlord gutter punk thick daddy. Actually, I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that. I think I'm very comfortable with that. Let me see some ones in the chat if you'd be all right with accepting God as a former junkie gutter punk thick daddy. I mean, I'm just curious if that would like attract you more towards faith. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I've drank a lot of wine tonight.
Everyone should know that. We live in a world right now where music,
we live in a society,
television, magazines, every single thing that isn't standing, walking, living, and breathing is trying to trick you into thinking that we're just some anomaly. One day there was nothing and nothing exploded. There's so much wrong with that one statement.
Very sweet.
I don't have enough time, but that's exactly what they say. There was nothing and nothing suddenly exploded. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. There was nothing and it exploded.
Of course.
Nothing exploded. Turned into everything. Oh, no shit. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. At any rate.
The beauty of the Big Bang is that it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't actually have to have a point. That's what I think is so fascinating about it. That's what I like about the truth about reality. That's what I like about the truth about biology and evolution and that sort of thing. It's not that it just didn't have a meaning. Well, it doesn't need to have a meaning. Doesn't need to. What's more amazing than some random weird dude sitting in his fucking tool shed in the outer limits of consensual reality, the beyond space and time is like, I think I'm gonna make a planet with some people on it. Or out of the most random experiences, most random different intercausal effects in a myriad of time, billions and billions of years of different types of chemical soup, all of a sudden, like, life suddenly started to spring into existence. And over the course of untold amount of history, this slowly started to evolve into more and more complex life until finally, there was some weird ape-like, pink, fleshy, gross-looking motherfuckers like us who suddenly became self-aware and had the chance to look around and be like, Holy shit, look at this fucking place! What the fuck? Because before that, everybody else just took it for granted because they just didn't have that perceptual awareness. What's more beautiful? What's more beautiful? A science experiment by some fucking spoiled-ass sky leopard child in the fucking sky? Or the most bizarre set of random experiences? The most untold, weird possibility that could have never actually happened, but it suddenly, magically did. And now, random people are watching me, watching you on a YouTube channel. What's more of a miracle than that? I love it, man. I love it. That's my church. That's my fucking church. I love that kind of shit. I love thinking about that. What are we doing? Oh yeah, Richie.
Back to my original point. Directed energy weapons, these crazy forest fires that don't actually burn the forest, they only burn people, houses, and vehicles. That would probably be them testing the weaponry that we don't know about, but we do, that the aliens would use. Because when the aliens show up, they're going to have to do a massive show of force, right? Massive show of force. Cripple everybody right off the bat. They're going to have to use weaponry that we've never seen before. Right? Well, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but that's what came to mind.
Okay.
It would appear that out in California, they're testing it. Because you got to test it someplace. You got to see what it looks like in real world applications, and you got to see how people react to it. Do you know what I mean? And it looks exactly like that's what they're doing. Makes sense, right? I mean, think about it.
No.
If you're going to go through all this time, energy, and effort to develop technology that other world...
I have a tolerance limit. The tolerance limit is about 35 rights. Like when somebody writes, if I'm watching a video and I hit about 35 of those, right? I'm just done. I arbitrarily just cut it off. I'm like, nah, I'm done. I can't handle it anymore. I'm done. Yeah, that Independence Day, quick little clip there. It wasn't just Independence Day. What else was it? It was like fucking Independence Day and something else. I don't know. Fucking random ass weird shit. But yeah, Independence Day, house is on fire, alien shoots. I'm done. Fuck you, Richie. All right. Hi. How you doing? You guys doing good? How you feeling? I'm feeling awesome, dude. I feel loose. I feel relaxed. I feel weighted down with the pressures of having to experience these maddening wingnuts, but and champagne. But otherwise, my soul, my heart feels light as a feather, I have to say. Let's catch up a little bit real quick. Westar says, your roundups truly make lifeguarding out in the cold worth it. You're lifeguarding in the cold? Who swims in the cold? But you know what? Thank you very much for your service. Dark Allura says, for your friend. Cool. I'll make a note. It's 10 from Dark Allura. RIP Blue Ink. Do whatever you want with any of my donations. That sounds like you want me to send it to my friend Ahmed. Okay. Sounds good to me. Kirian says, Jeff, I was iffy until you said he's trying to get to Canada. Give this to him, and I'll have some Royal Reserve. Ooh. Knowing my friend trying to get out of Saudi Arabia, he does love a fine whiskey. I think Royal Reserve is whiskey, isn't it? Is Royal Reserve whiskey? I think so. Solana Maxwell says, I barely got shit to spare, but wish him luck. All right, I'll send that to him as well. Thank you so much, guys. Zach Kralzik says, donating on behalf of a Muslim friend that agrees that Saudi Arabia is a shit show right now. Looking forward to more vids on Queens of Salty Diarrhea. Oh, they're coming, buddy. They're coming. I'll add that to the list to send to my friend as well. The Darlin Delane, because religion or lack of one should not determine someone's safety. Best wishes to him, and please keep us updated. I will send that to him as well. Thank you. Very kind of you guys. Destiny asks, for your friends GoFundMe. Awesome. Thank you. Very, very generous of you guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, I would rather go to him. This month, December, has been really good for me. Financially speaking, really good for me. I am fine. So if you'd rather things that you send to me go to him, just earmark it. or just the link to his GoFundMe is in there as well. Because either way, that's where it's going, because I'm good. Citron's Magnificent Cat Beard says, aliens burned California down, blah, blah, blah. Why couldn't it have been dragons? I think dragons are cooler than aliens. Also, anything I donate tonight, consider it going to your buddy. Also, what is your dream gun that you don't have? I can answer that actually rather simply. I like cowboy stuff. I love cowboy things. And my dream is a really nice cowboy-style brush gun, lever action, 30-30, which I will, once I've helped pay for Mem's birthday in Las Vegas this coming month, I'll probably save up and I'll go get one, because, you know, cowboy stuff. Pew pew. Darwin says, I feel like someone could piece together all these batshit crazy theories into a dystopian teen novel with Richie for Boston as our protagonist. Cheers, thanks for the great stream. Happy holidays. Pass my money over to your friend in Saudi Arabia. I will, absolutely. Thank you so much, buddy. Oh yeah, and I need to make sure I have stars next to the ones through Streamlabs, because the ones through Super Chat do take 30%. That's all right. Westar says, yes, outdoor pool. It's a problem. I can't stand it. Too true. And Zindran Dreamfire says, I don't have a GoFundMe, but I would like this to go to him. And it will. It absolutely will. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back to the fun. Let's keep being ridiculous. I don't really know what to make of this video. This next video is kind of weird and wacky and silly, but... Oh, somebody said their dream gun is a 44 revolver. I have a 44 single action revolver, and it's beautiful. It's a cowboy gun. Because if you guys don't know, my favorite movie of all time is Tombstone. That's right. My absolute favorite movie, 100%. First favorite movie of all time, has been for like 15 years. Tombstone with Kurt, oh my god. I think all of these horrible movies have eroded my brain. Wow. Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday and Kurt as Wyatt Earp. That's right. Wow, I'm never going to live that down. He's like one of my favorite actors. Let's ignore that I just totally screwed that up, because that's actually extremely... Kurt Russell. Thank God. Kurt Russell. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. I'm like hideously embarrassed now. I actually really am. I'm like closing in on myself. I feel so embarrassed by that. So let's watch a video so I can relax.
In 2011, the professor of earth sciences at the University of New Hampshire, Ted Lodare, wrote a paper in which he announced, intelligent beings from other star systems have been and are visiting our planet Earth.
Okay.
They are visiting Earth now. This is not a matter of conjecture or wistful thinking.
Wait, so who is it that said that? Some random person from like a university? What is his name?
At the University of New Hampshire, Ted Lodare.
Toad Lodare. Okay.
This is not a matter of conjecture or wistful thinking. David Jacobs, a former associate professor at Temple University, believes aliens have visited us for over a century. What's more, he claims our DNA has been combined with extraterrestrial genes to produce alien-human hybrids. They could be any one of us.
Okay, and the reason why I wanted to watch this is like I want us to really examine which of us could be an alien hybrid. Could I be an alien hybrid? Could you be an alien hybrid? Let's really examine this. I think we need to like really get a good footing on this before we get into 2019. You know what I mean?
You might be one of them, and you may not even know it. David Jacobs believes many stories of alien abductions are true. Since 1973, he has interviewed over 140 people who claim they are abductees. Many of them inexplicably disappeared for a proven length of time, and
I've recently been watching Penn and Teller's Bullshit again, which is a great show. It used to be on Showtime. And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And if you watch like my content in the coming year, you'll probably see me borrowing some visualistic aspects from it, because I am very inspired and I want to take things like to the next level with my YouTube channel. But their video, their episode on alien abductions is absolutely amazing, incredible. It's all about regression therapy and how people kind of get like weirdly brainwashed into these things by psychiatrists and psychologists. So I'm starting to very studiously examine group delusions. That's something that's been like a hyper focus of mine in the past year, and I'm still going to keep studying it.
And returned with no memory of what happened to them. Intriguingly, they also exhibit similar physical symptoms to each other, bruises and marks, and even signs of tissue samples being removed. Using a technique called hypnotic regression, Jacobs has unlocked the repressed memories. The victims describe their abductions in almost identical terms.
Let's do a purely scientific poll right now. If you believe that you might be an alien hybrid, let me see some ones in the chat. I just want to know. I want to see if maybe we can get like a good study. You know what I mean? Like a good study of like who might possibly be an alien hybrid. Oh shit. Where is it? Like this. Yeah, right like that. Let's see. How many of you are alien hybrids? Let's try and figure this out. We see one. We see some. Well, oh my god. Look at this. Guys, this is science right here in the making. You don't even understand. Right now, this is how many people might actually be alien hybrids. Okay? This is some serious shit. We are breaking the fucking conditioning, all right? This is how everything like gets. This is how we tear down the Matrix. Okay? Thank you for your bravery. All right.
One of the recurring features of their accounts is that their alien abductors harvested egg and sperm cells from them. Jacobs believes this is part of a long-term splicing scheme to produce genetic hybrids of humans and aliens, and that those hybrids are living among us. Researcher Miguel Mendonça believes he knows 8 such hybrids. These 8 people claim they have implanted alien DNA in their bodies.
Okay.
They say their extraterrestrial genes give them an ability to help others feel at peace.
Oh, dude. Hey, it's like Alex Chu was talking about. We're rubbing magnets on people's faces. This is the first step in which you need to like reprogram yourself into a living Terminator so you can live forever. Just saying. This is like the first step.
But all of them were unaware they were hybrids for many years. Consequently, Mendonça believes there are many more hybrids out there, and as they increase in number, they will help humanity achieve a sense of...
they keep... Hang on. Some of these pauses are fucking great. Like, they put this filter over their faces, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a fucking alien. Yeah. Dude, maybe they're onto some shit right now. What the fuck? This looks like an alien.
Achieve a sense of stability and unity. David Jacobs, on the other hand, says these hybrids are part of a more sinister plan to conquer humanity.
Well, I mean, somebody in the chat was pointing out the semen extraction machine they use is fun. See, that's how they get you. They're like, hey, kid, you want to go on a carnival ride? Next thing you know, your semen's being extracted so you can be cloned for various different DNA, and the depopulation agenda is being pushed onto you. Next thing you know, you're working for the MK Ultra Illuminati reptilian satanic Luciferian agenda cult with the Agenda 21 depopulation scheme, and everything gets completely out of fucking control. This is how everything starts, people. You don't even understand. These people are demons. I'm going to give this guy 30 more seconds, then we're going to move.
Using familiar faces. Unfortunately, there are problems with Mendonça's claims. For starters, he has not carried out DNA tests on any of the 8 people he claims are hybrids. What's more, although he says they all came to realize their alien heritage independently of one another, one of them, Cynthia Crawford, met and counseled several of the others before Mendonça began his research. They could be spinning the same yarn.
Oh.
Meanwhile, most scientists disagree with David Jacobs' conclusions. His method of using hypnosis...
I'm good. I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm telling you, man, this is one of the reasons why I only do the Roundup once a month. Because I really do feel like I'm getting this shit beat out of me with the craziest shit. Oh, man. It's too good. Darwin says, I feel like someone could piece together all of these batshit crazy theories into a dystopian teen novel with Richie from Boston as our protagonist. Cheers, thanks for the stream. Happy holidays. Pass my money on over to your friend. I think I already read that one, actually. I'm dumb. West Star, yes, outdoor pool is a problem. I can't stand it. It's in darn Dreamfire. I don't have a GoFundMe, but let's go to him. Yes. Okay, I did get those. Okay. Kelly Montelius, here is some more for your friend. Hope he makes it safely. Also, I ended up in a communist Discord server by accident. Great people, fun discussions. Thank you. Wait, in a communist Discord server by accident? That must have been weird. Jables, can I retroactively earmark my donations for the GoFundMe? It's a $10, by the way, if you don't want to look back. Yeah, no, I can do that. That's totally fine, dude. Mr. Captain Snacks, hey Jeff, don't tell Billy the Fridge, but you're my favorite sweet boy. Oh, happy holidays and happy new year, dudeskies. Thank you so much. Billy the Fridge is still a good boy, but it's fine if you think I'm a gooder boy. Bespeckled Archivist, my favorite movie is the 1969 Italian Job. Good fucking choice. Such a stylish intro. Anyway, send this and the $5 I donated earlier to your friend. Will do. Will do. Absolutely. Doodles in Wonderland. I left you a little drawing on Twitter. It's not my best, but I tried. Also, happy early new year. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you. Guys, we're getting kind of near the end. Kind of. Oh man. I'm just looking at all the crazy shit that we have. So you're going to notice kind of a theme at this point. We're on the alien kick of the Roundup. Yeah, we are. So, let's get to it. Next up, this is from Universe Inside You. This is a channel with 796,000 subscribers. We're going to watch Alien Hybrids, the New Race, and Human Abductions. We're not going to watch all of it, obviously. It's a 25-minute goddamn video. And we still have young Pharaoh to get to, which is what I teased this entire stream about. So, let's just look a little bit at this video. Oh, wow. What the fuck did I just do? There we go. Cool.
Greetings, friends of the universe. Today we are going to talk about the extraterrestrial human hybrids, the new race of hybrid alien children, and the human abduction and hybridization project.
Oh.
Let's start.
Okay. Let's do it. Fantastic.
Extraterrestrials, known as alien-human hybrids, are created through processes and procedures that occur during and after the abduction of humans by extraterrestrial races and advanced intelligences. Many, but not all hybrid beings are a biological combination between humans and what we believe to be extraterrestrials and advanced intelligences. However, their creation is not limited to the combination of only two species' DNA. In other words, they most likely have more than two parents. The term transgenic beings was officially put forward by abduction researcher Bud Hopkins in his 2003 book entitled Sight Unseen to describe these types of new beings. Transgenic beings.
I need to rant. For reference, Universe Inside You, 796,000 subscribers, okay? Before I rant, I just want to make that abundantly clear, okay? This is important. What the fuck? What the fuck? What kind of screaming ass dumpster of garbage is this? When you have a fucking channel with goddamn near 800,000 subscribers and they're using a text-to-speech fucking program just talking about alien hybrids, the new race, and human abductions, and it's using this, like, robotic fucking translation shit. That sounds barely better than Stephen Hawking's shit that was invented back in, like, the late 70s. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with YouTube? I don't understand. This is so bizarre to me. This video right here, like, let's look at this thing. Let's look at this fucking thing. 83,000 fucking views. 83,000 fucking views, 1.5 thousand likes. Why? What makes a human mind look at the most low effort, unwilling to put your own voice to what you're trying to say, text to speech, writing out a fucking document and letting a computer fucking read it, throwing into an editing program with a bunch of random ass things that you don't own, mashing it together and making out a video? Who? Let's just watch it.
Beings are created from the process called transgenesis. It is the process of introducing an exogenous gene, called a transgene, into a living organism, so that the organism will exhibit a new property and transmit that property to its offspring.
I know people love conspiracies.
Transgenesis
I know.
can be facilitated by liposomes, plasmid vectors, viral vectors, pronuclear injection, protoplast fusion, and ballistic DNA injection. Transgenic organisms are able to express foreign genes because the genetic code is similar for all organisms. It is our belief that not only are hybrids transgenically created beings, so too are abductee experiencers, which is why certain familial lines are targeted and used by the beings. It has also been hypothesized, and even proven, that all humans contain alien DNA, which
Let's just sit back and think about this for a second. We need to take ourselves out of our own objective realities. We have to try and put ourselves into the minds of somebody who would watch this and actually enjoy it. And this is something that's kind of interesting, and I do it with a lot of the videos that I watch. I try and understand the kind of person who would watch the video that I find so objectionable. You're a person, male or female, doesn't really matter, but you are subscribed to this channel, obviously, otherwise you're not watching this kind of thing. And you're willing to sit there for 25 minutes and listen to a robot voice talk about this kind of thing with these weird static images with monkeys in like Virgin Mary shawls and shit, being held by a fucking alien. What is it specifically that makes this so appealing to you? What is it that draws you to this kind of content that you would actually be entertained by this? This is so weird to me. It's so weird. I don't get it. Maybe it's my jealousy kind of leaking out a little bit because this person is way more subscribed than me. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is the Jeff self-conscious moment of the stream. I don't know. But I still can't. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out, and I just don't understand. Let's give it another minute. I'm gonna try and find something about this that like really just grasps me, that I like. Because it is a robot voice is probably why I find this so fucking offensive to me. But let's try it just a little bit longer.
Might mean all or most of humanity is a transgenic species. This would explain why certain extraterrestrials find us such a valuable commodity to them. They may only require specific types of alien DNA compatible to their particular species, which is why not everyone on our planet is abducted, contacted, or visited. This would explain why scientists suspect the 97% non-coding sequences in human DNA, which we consider as junk DNA, is no less than a genetic code of extraterrestrial life forms. On the other hand, if only specific familial lines are targeted, it is likely these lines were the
Okay. That's actually kind of interesting. So we do understand that a large strings of our DNA, we don't really know what they're for. We consider them kind of like superfluous junk DNA that don't really do anything. This person's answer to it is, it's not superfluous. It's not just nothingness that doesn't transcode for any type of proteins. It's just alien DNA. It's not genetic leftovers from shit that just doesn't matter anymore. It's just alien DNA, apparently. I guess that would mean that we're all alien hybrids, which actually does make sense because from the poll that we took on the stream earlier, there's obviously a lot of you out there who are alien hybrids that are watching me right now. Okay. All right. I'm done with it. We, oh no. Ooh. Okay. I almost want to do this. I'm on the cusp of doing this. I think I might do this. Let's see. We'll find out in just a second. Because we have one really big video that we need to watch. One more big video. And it was the one that I teased in the promo video for this stream. And it's by Young Pharaoh. But I kind of need to pee before we do it. So I think I might actually do something beforehand. But before I get to that, Mr. Captain Snacks donated with the 666. Hey, Jeff, don't tell Billy. Oh, no, I just read that one. Doodles in Wonderland says, I left you a little drawing on Twitter, so my best bet I tried. I think I found that. I think so. Mr. Captain Snack says, didn't realize you were raising money for such a dope cause. Take this $5 and please put it towards the charity. Is there any other way people can help? Right now, that's as far as I know. I've been in communication with the dude, but he does have his legal representation all set up. He just needs the money for lawyers and for travel costs. That's it. Callie Montales, for your friend, and yes, it really is confusing from the beginning, but it's interesting seeing what they talk about and believe. It's true. It's very true. That is a 50 SEK. Okay. And Amaya, a.k.a. Kit Kat, for your friend and telling me is welcome in Chibougamau, Quebec, Canada, where others have come to work and get away from religion. Fuck yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he will appreciate it. I know he's going to be watching this stream after it's posted. He's asleep right now. I was just talking to him earlier. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I have an idea. I got to pee, and then we're going to watch some Young Pharaoh. But before we do, we're going to listen to this song by Sage Wanderer because yet again and unironically I am promoting, if you enjoy this kind of thing, I think that you should actually sub to Sage Wanderer. I'm not fucking around. I'm not being like, oh, ironically, look, like I think this dude is actually pretty adorable and cute, and he deserves subs. Sage Wanderer, another song by him called George Soros is a Vampire.
George Soros is a Vampire by Sage Wanderer. They say vampires don't exist, but I strongly disagree with this. One still lives amongst us, can't you see? He plays us like a big chessboard, ruling with his zombie horde, funding his assistant Hillary. George Soros is a vampire, but I can't prove it. Can't you see? Take it from me. In a galaxy so far away, a long time ago, the ancients say he ruled an evil empire secretly. Vader was his closest friend, the Death Star was the evil end, Star Wars was a documentary. George Soros is a vampire, George Soros is a Sith Lord. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see? Oh, rising in this modern time, hailing from an ancient Jedi line, a hero comes to stop your tyranny. Flanked by his deplorables, he treats arrows out and maims his foes. The media can't stop our victory. George Soros is a vampire, but I can't prove it. Can't you see? Can't you see? George Soros, why don't you die? The blood of the innocents calls for your demise. George Soros, why don't you die? I know that you're a vampire, and that's the reason why George Soros is a vampire. Or maybe a Sith Lord. Can't you see? Can't you see? George Soros is a vampire. Please help me prove it. Can't you see? Make America Great Again.
Woo!
This is my breakup.
Ah, shucky ducky. Shucky ducky. I love Sage Wanderer. He's great. Unironically, I like him. I like him a lot. Some people think I'm trolling when I say I like Sage Wanderer. I like him. I do. I don't agree with him, but I think he's hilarious and he's beautiful in his own right. So we've got a journey ahead of us, and this is going to be signaling kind of the end of the roundup. What's this guy's channel that we were listening to? Sage Wanderer. You will find him. He's adorable. We've got a journey ahead of us with our next video. It's going to be a little crazy, a little nuts. But first, before I do so, Donald Nordley, thank you very much for your donation. Appreciate that. Sean Stack says, sorry I'm late. I was being violated by a Leviathan in Subnautica. Subnautica is a great fucking game, by the way. Shindy Forever says, what a great way to spend my break at work. Oh, I'm glad you were having fun. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. And so next, what I've been hinting at this entire fucking time. It's time. It's time for Young Pharaoh. We're going to watch some Young Pharaoh, guys.
More knowledge that you gain, it's gonna hurt my nigga. R.I.P. Dr. Say, I think they murk my nigga. I build stars like astrologers, yeah. We hit the club and demolish it, yeah. That jury shine like Apollo, okay. Plugged in like a fire stick.
This is all about the satanic infiltration of spirituality. Do you even know?
R.I.P. Malcolm. Peace, family. This video right here is about the satanic infiltration of spirituality. And so before I even go in, let me lay my framework, okay? Religion is not spirituality. We need to understand that, okay? Religion is worship of an entity outside yourself. 10 times out of 10 that you've never seen, okay? And so that being said, we need to understand the premise of Satanism and how it's being fed like a virus or a spiritual parasite into your soul through religion. Okay?
Right.
All three monotheistic religions. Okay, I did a video on the origins of monotheistic religions, on how they enslaved you to the concept of one God, etc. Now, this right here is a prequel to that video. Now, all three monotheistic religions.
I do need to point out, like, if you're not very familiar with Young Pharaoh, it's not necessarily. I do believe that he believes in a pantheon of gods. But he's got some really, really wild ideas about monotheistic religions. Really, really interesting stuff. He's also kind of a wingnut, and he made a whole video that we watched at one point about the science behind child sacrifice, which was amazing. But this is some pretty interesting shit.
Our Luciferian based platforms of worship. So I'm going to show you in this video on how every god in all three of these monotheistic religions, okay, are the same gods worshipped by Satanists, okay? And then I want to show you where these gods come from, which, excuse me, as they say, all roads lead to Rome, all religion leads to Freemasonry, which the god of Freemasonry is Lucifer, okay? And so let's just jump right in here, okay?
Let's just jump right into it. I do have to point out, to correct a huge misunderstanding that it has about this. Satanists don't actually worship any god. Satanists don't. I am not a Satanist. I don't really belong to any religious groups whatsoever. I'm not an atheist. I'm not a theist. I don't believe in any specific religion. I am an apatheist. If that, I mean, maybe that doesn't make sense. I should probably explain. This is my official stance when it comes to religions, just so we know before we move forward when we're talking about religion. I am an apatheist. What that means is somebody says, well, there's a God in the universe, and he does this and he does that. And I'm like, I don't care. Well, so you don't think that there's a God? I'm like, no. I'm not saying that there's not a God. I'm saying that I don't care. So you don't think there's a God? No, I'm not. There could be. Absolutely. There totally could be. But I don't care if there is. I don't care. I don't give a shit. So you're an atheist? No, I don't care. I don't care. Like, the conversation is something like very intrinsically outside of me. I don't care if there's a God or not. So because of that, it kind of gives me a nice objective way that I can think about atheism and other religions as well, because ultimately it has no intrinsic value to me whether it is true or not. So I'm an apatheist, just so you know, just so we have all of our cards out on the table. Not an atheist, apatheist.
Boom. We just gonna go down the line, okay? You have, let's start, since they say Judaism came first, which we proved that that's a lie. But let's just say Judaism comes first,
True.
okay? We're going to go to Judaism, Christianity, Islam, then we're going to top it off with Freemasonry, and we're going to make our point, okay?
Okay.
Boom.
Right.
You got Judaism, okay?
Yep.
In the Bible, it says, in Revelation, it speaks about the synagogue of Satan. Now, synagogue, by definitive term,
It does.
is a meeting place for Jews. The etymological roots of the word synagogue is a meeting place or also a sun meeting, okay? And so with that being said, the only religion in the world where they practice meeting within a synagogue or a place titled a synagogue is Judaism. And so in the Bible, in Revelations, when it talks about the synagogue of Satan, okay, if Jews meet in a synagogue to worship God, but then God in another book called the Bible wrote in the book that the meeting place of Satan is called the synagogue, then that must mean Jews worship Lucifer.
That's the dumbest fucking argument I've ever heard in my life. That's the dumbest fucking argument I've ever heard in my life. What if you were just to say things like the Church of Satan, which, surprisingly enough, that actually has been a phrase that's uttered many, many times. Well, that means, because churches are being used by Christians, that means that Christians worship the devil. No, you fucking spurglord. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that Jews worship the fucking devil. You fucking mongoloid. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. None of that makes any fucking sense at all. No. That's so dumb. That is the dumbest fucking thing. And also, here's the thing, too. I don't disparage anybody for being Christian. If you're Christian and you get, fulfillment in your life by being a Christian, good. Good for you. Good. You got more out of it than I could, and I am actually jealous of you because I could not find that fulfillment. So I am jealous of you. I didn't find that value. I'm glad you did. But the problem is... the problem still remains that... oh my god. We're going back to 2014 YouTube with atheist YouTuber talking points. Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck it. Let's just keep going. You know where I'm at. You guys know where I'm at.
Worship Satan, okay?
Oh, no. This is what I was going to say. If your talking point, as somebody who believes in Christian fundamentalist ideals, is the revelation of St. John, your argument is weak, because Revelations is based upon the manic writings of a man who is tripping his fucking balls off in a desert. Out of almost every single book of the Bible that we have been able to anthropologically examine, Revelations comes from a man who was tripping his fucking ass off in the desert. We understand that. This is not the word of God. This is the word of a dude who was losing his shit on a bad trip in the middle of the desert. This is a fever dream. This is a bad ayahuasca trip, for fuck's sake. That's not evidence that the Jews worship Satan. Anybody who claims that, like you, is a fucking asshole. But anyway, that's fine. We're not here to judge. We're here to entertain. I'm sorry.
The only practitioners of religion who meet in a place called a synagogue is Jews. So if God said the meeting place of Satan is the synagogue, and you're meeting in a synagogue, worshiping a god, your god is Lucifer. Now the 6-point star that Jews use, okay, because don't forget a Hebrew is also a Jew, okay, same proclamation, okay. The 6-point star is Baphomet, the ears of Baphomet, okay, the horns of Baphomet, the beard of Baphomet, and the torch of Baphomet, okay. And the torch is Luciferian, in Freemasonic, just like the Statue of Liberty holds a torch, because Lucifer means the beholder of light. This is why when you become a Freemason, okay, you have to do that introductory ritual where they blindfold you, okay, make you walk around and crawl around in the sandbox in a pamper while you're being led blindly around some weird Masonic lodge with the rope. And then at the end of the ritual, they take the blindfolds off you, okay, and 9 times out of 10, the man is holding a candle. And this is mean.
I'm just, you know what I'm going to do at this point? I'm just going to shout out, like, all those hardcore motherfuckers over in England who started out this at 9 a.m. And we've been going for so fucking long, so fucking hard at this point. You dudes are still with me right now. Man, like, mad respect. Mad respect you guys are still on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. Mad respect to you. Love you very much. Let's give young Pharaoh a bit. I want to hear all the crazy shit that he's going to say. This is amazing.
And the reason that you in a baby pamper is because an adult-sized baby pamper is because this means you're in a baby stage or infinite stage of enlightenment or consciousness. And when they take the blindfold off you, they say you're coming into enlightenment. But the light bearer or the beholder of light is Lucifer. Duh. Okay. And so with that being said, Freemasons, okay, created Judaism. Okay, this is why when you, and I'm gonna prove my point at the end of this video on why when you walk in a Masonic lodge, on the altar there's a Torah, a Quran, and a Bible, because all 3 of these religions were written by Freemasons in order to get you to worship their God. And so now, in other videos, I've already broke down the pedophilic verses in Judaism, where they say that you can rape a 3-year-old and it's no more than poking it in the eye. They say they'll cry, but then it will heal, okay? And so I've done plenty. I did a whole lecture called Judaism Exposed, where I showed all of the pedophilic verses of approval in the book known as, within the religion known as Judaism. Now let's go to Christianity.
Sure.
Now, Christianity, okay? Jesus refers to himself as the morning star. Funny, because in this same Bible, Lucifer also refers to himself as the morning star. So why would Jesus and Lucifer both refer to themselves as the same title? Okay? Just because they're the same person. Now, when you see paintings or statues of Jesus with his 2 fingers up, and you see paintings and statues of Lucifer with his 2 fingers up, this hand gesture is called apostolic succession, okay? And this apostolic
succession. Oh, okay. So I don't even know where Jesus calls himself the morning star. I really don't. But that is so that is brilliant. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. This is like 5 minutes into this video. There's 30 minutes left, and we're not going to finish it. I'm sorry, guys. We are not finishing it. No way. Nope. We're calling it quits on this one. And I know I've watched this video all the way through, too. There is so much good shit. But ultimately, I cannot keep going on this until I go into like hardcore 2014, 2015, like super atheist YouTuber. Actually, don my fedora. I'm not all about that. Let's just, pause game is on point actually. Here, shit. Hang on. That's pretty good. Bung. Not bad. I feel it. It's pretty good. Oh, no. I was thinking about it. I had another Richie from Boston video about the dangers of 5G, but it's long and it's prattling, and like I think I'm actually pretty good. I think I'm actually feeling all right. I think I feel pretty safe and consolidated in like what I've just gone through right now. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we've all taken a journey together collectively. You and I, we've all taken a journey together, and that's what's important. So, what we got to figure out now, I blasted out at the beginning of the stream, we got to find out who is officially the wingnut of the year. Well, I went to go look for... Damn it. What the fuck? Okay. I thought I was a little bit more prepared for this than I was. Here we go. Okay, I got it. It's all figured out. So at the beginning of the stream, I blasted out that I wanted to see who was going to be officially the Wingnut of the year. And as it turned out, guys, well, look at this. The Wingnut of the year this year is Dr. Mumbi. We had 50% Dr. Mumbi, 28% Sunfruit Dan, 18% Richie from Boston, 4% Rachel Renestra. Which is wild because we didn't even actually look at Dr. Mumbi this week at all. We looked at Richie from Boston. We didn't look at Sunfruit Dan or Rachel Renestra. But for some reason, Dr. Mumbi has won out. Unfortunately, Dr. Mumbi has absolutely taken the fucking cake. So what that means is that's right, Dr. Mumbi. You're the best around. You're the best around, baby. You're the best around. That's too true. You're the best around. My God, Dr. Mumbi, you have won. But you did not actually go up against Jillian. It's true. There's a lot of people who are saying Jillian. But that's not very fair. If I pit anybody against Jillian when it comes to this channel, Jillian's gonna win no matter what. Well, maybe we'll do a competition on one of these roundups here in a little bit. We'll see maybe if Jillian can actually go up against the next contenders. We'll do a ladder match, right? We'll do maybe next roundup we'll get another 4 and another 4 and then another 4, and we'll put them all up against each other, and we'll see if Jillian comes out on top, because there's a lot of crazy people out there. I have to say, it's too true. Sester May says, for the friend, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Kirian says, my Goram phone needed to reset. Can you start from the beginning? Also, give all my donations to your friend. Will do. Absolutely will do. Don't mind at all. So, last time I'm going to mention this. Last time this is going to get brought up, but this is still actually very important to me, and I hope you guys forgive me. Not every roundup is going to have me proselytizing and shouting out something in specific, but this is somebody that I do actually know in real life. So the last time I'm going to mention it, there's a GoFundMe link. This is Freedom for an Ex-Muslim. This is somebody that I do know specifically in real life. This is somebody I've been hanging out with for 5 years. The person who is in charge of the GoFundMe is also somebody that I do know. He lives in Saudi Arabia. He's trying to get free because he is an atheist and he is at risk. So if ever you have the urge or desire to try and tip me out, I'd rather you tip him out because I'm doing fine. I am doing all right. And that's the last I'll say about it. Twerk for us? No. I'm not going to twerk for you guys. But I will chill with you guys for just a couple more minutes before we end the stream. But I want to say 2018 has been an interesting year. A very interesting year. I started out the beginning of this year not really knowing where life was going to go. I started out this year with things being pretty rough, but I buckled down and I decided that I was going to focus on the things that I wanted to do, whether they were going to be popular or not. And through the sheer force of either will or it resonated with you, the audience, it actually ended up being something very positive. I ended up on national television. I made some of my favorite videos I've ever made in my life. And despite all of the horrors and torturous shit and situations surrounding my basic life, I've had a really good time, and I've had some of the best years of my life in 1 year. I've had some of the best moments of my life in 1 year here on this channel, and it's because of you, the viewers, and I can't thank you enough. For your love and your support. And I hope that I have performed to your expectations and that I continue to do so in the next year. Twerk that booty. Twerk. Why do you guys keep talking about twerking? Why do you keep talking about twerking? Oh my God, what the fuck? Twerking? Why are we talking about twerking? This is just, you know, it's just gonna get me demonetized. Why would we do this? What are we doing? What? Twerking? Wait, no. You know what? No, pause out. No way. There's no way any twerking is gonna happen on this channel. No fucking way. All of you, however hundreds of many people out, you're gonna leave unsatisfied. There's no way I'm gonna fucking twerk on this channel. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you. No way. Absolutely not. Oh shit. No, stop. Stop it. Otherwise my channel gets demonetized forever, and that's not acceptable. Not okay. It's all your fault. I don't appreciate it. No way. Not acceptable. Not okay. You can't handle this thick body daddy. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I love you guys. I love you. You've been amazing. You've been the thing. You guys, the audience, have been the thing that has dragged me up from the deep, dark depths that every person can find themselves in when they find themselves in the deepest, dark depths of darkness. But you're wonderful. And I love you. And I hope that your life is going as fantastic as I could possibly hope for it to be. And I hope you stick with me as we go through this weird adventure that's called life. And, what am I playing? That's a Saints outro. That's not what I want to play. Fuck you. Fuck that. No, I got this sick-ass fucking B.I.G. fucking mix, dude. Let's play this. Let's listen to this. Let's get fucking crazy. One last time. 2018 into 2019. Let's get crazy. Let's get nuts. Have the best fucking new year you could possibly fucking have. You hear me? That's a fucking order. You go fucking rock your shit out. That's a fucking order. From me to you, go have fun. Go have fun. Make the next year, 2019, the best year you ever fucking had. I fucking love you. Get the fuck out of here. Go live your life. Have fun.
You won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't stop. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and fucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Dumbing out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and party.